Hello, Durud and Shalom, everyone.
Hello. I'm alive.
We're here. You're alive, but
I'm
you're not
alive.
live.
I'm alive.
Yes. Yes. Okay. We're live on Liberty Politics, but we're not live on Ali's channel. Ali, do you? Oh my God! Hold on.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell people
Maybe I should
why
just constantly.
we can't go?
Should I
You're
just put
not
my hands
live
here
on.
from now on?
Oh yeah, guys, we
Yeah.
have no guns.
Just
We have no guns.
go like this. Yeah. So
Yes. Okay.
yesterday on stream, we were reviewing what the Islamic Republic was doing regarding firearms and children. And YouTube AI, or perhaps other factors, believed that I was somehow holding a firearm and teaching you guys how to use it. So I got immediately taken down. Video got taken down. My stream got disabled, so that's why I'm not being able to stream on my channel right now. And there is no information on YouTube that tells you, like, are you going to get your stream back? What's going to, like, anything going on? So I'm just kind of waiting. And I'm going to make a video later being like, YouTube, this is what happened. And they rejected my appeal within, I think it was like 6 minutes. So no human looked at it. Yeah, I think it was about 6 minutes. So obviously no human being looked at it. They just kind of AI scanned it and decided that I was holding a gun. Even though literally every 5 minutes we're like, YouTube, here's our hands. We're not proponents of violence or firearms or anything like that. And yeah, it happened anyway. Oh well.
I mean, we are, but we weren't holding any guns. I mean, I am. I'm for the First Amendment, Second Amendment. But here's Ali's. Oh, let's bring you back up. But let's go like this. Here's Ali's channel. Look at this. We're at 800. We were getting to 1,000, but now you can't stream. You cannot stream on your channel. So, yes.
Well,
wait.
Some people are saying the video is there. That's the collaboration between Armin and I. But the video, so Armin would upload his own stream after our stream finishes. Then I would upload my own, and then there's also a collab. Mine's gone. And it's never going to come back. Which is fine. I just want to be able to live again.
Yes. This is terrible because Ali's main thing is to go live. His dream is to live stream and then go to Iran once Iran is free and use his channel to live stream from Iran. And he wants to be able to talk to you guys live and share his ideas with you live. And now the live streaming ability has been taken away from him, which is from his channel.
So tragic. It's actually the same thing that happened to Goldie. She got her stream got taken down because the AI thought that she was holding a firearm. And yeah, they're getting us. They're getting us.
Yeah. So guys,
for Iran.
Yeah. Guys, go and subscribe to Ali's YouTube. I put the link in the chat. The link is also in the description. Hopefully we could get the live streaming ability back. Oh, Randy saying, for how long, Ali?
Okay, so YouTube doesn't tell you that. They don't tell you anything at all. In fact, I can't even go in and look at the notification that they sent me originally anymore. There's just zero information. I actually had to go on Reddit, and I searched for about 3 hours until I found 2 people who had the same issue I did. And they said after 24 hours, which is what Goldie said. So we'll see if that's true. 24 hours should be in about an hour and a half. So we'll see.
Oh, so guys, in about an hour and a half, we're going to test if we could go live on Ali's channel. All right. So until then, Ali, what's going on? What do you have for us?
The newest proposal. So the United States sent a proposal to the Islamic Republic via, I'm assuming, Pakistan. And let me read it. Don't get mad. No one get mad. No one freak out. So
I'm
the
already math.
Americans,
I'm already math. I have
the
it. Wait, I
Americans
have a knife.
proposed. Oh no, wait.
Wait, no, where's my knife? I have. Wait. Oh no, I have scissor instead. Okay.
I do not have
All right, go
scissors
ahead.
or a knife.
You do not. Okay. Okay. All right, go ahead.
So the Americans proposed that they want to end the war in all fronts. So they want to lift the blockade on the Strait of Hormuz. They also want the blockade by the Islamic Republic to be lifted. They want to release 25% of the Islamic Republic's frozen assets, which is about $25 billion. Exemption for Iran's oil sales for a month. Removal of 400 kilograms of uranium from Iran be sent to a third country like China or Russia. Then they also want to let the Islamic Republic enrich uranium up to 3.67%. And for the only nuclear facility in Iran to be in Tehran and be used for only medical purposes. Yeah,
Wait, do you
that's
have this
about
list
it.
somewhere that we could show on screen and go through it? Do you have this list?
Yeah, let me pull this up.
Wait, you're saying this is the list that the Americans sent to the Islamic Republic?
Yeah, can you guys see, confirm if 2C also said the same stuff? I suggest we
Wait,
avenge only by. Yeah,
what is the source of this? What is the source of this?
there's
Who's
multiple people
saying that?
saying that. I'm going to try and find the most credible source, but I saw a few of these this morning, but I was a little distracted trying to get information on my channel. So while I have the conditions listed in front of me, I'm trying to see who's the best one to get this. Oh, that's also interesting. Okay. If anyone in the chat knows
Okay.
if 2C said this, then
So
just confirm that.
while you look for that, I'm gonna no like find if you can find actual you even if it's not a credible source, get the link and then we'll try to find a more credible source for it. And the source for it, like when we say credible source, it needs to like be a credible like a media news media source or something.
Okay, actually, Iran International just posted it.
Oh,
They
there we
just
go.
posted it. Okay, so we got it. There we go. All
While
right.
you grab it, I'm gonna read our first super chat from Halda. Thank you, Halda, saying we help Goldie by complaining on other platforms. Maybe do the same for Ali. Yes, Ali is gonna be making a video, posting it on X, and we will be sharing that. Once we get that, we're gonna start a campaign for people to repost that video as much as possible so that maybe we could bring attention to it. And Helda, thank you for your suggestion. And also thank you for the first super chat of the day. Guys, we're trying to get to 10 super chats per live stream. So we're already 1 out of 10 done. Thanks to Helda getting us started.
Yeah, thank you, Halda.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll make the video. Even if I do get the ability to live stream back in an hour and a half, which makes it 24 hours that I'm banned, I'm still going to make the video because in case that type of thing happens again, or let's just say pro-Islamic regime people decide to gang up on me, whatever happens, right? Which is mostly likely the AI scanning. I just want it to be out there that this is happening. I don't want it to stop me. And even if it does, I'll just make a new channel. And if it happens again, I'll make a new channel. You know what, guys? Water around a ship does not sink it. It only sinks it when it gets into the ship.
Oh, that's profound. Okay. Okay. But like you sound like a wise old man now. Okay. So what is it? Did you find the list?
I did find it.
Oh yeah, bring it up.
All right, let's go on stage. And here it is. So this is these are the conditions that are being wildly circulated. And we can see them here. So reopening of the Strait of Hormuz by both sides, releasing 25% of the Islamic Republic's frozen assets, so giving them $25 billion, allowing uranium transfer abroad, so taking the 400 kilograms of already enriched uranium outside of Iran, giving it to maybe Russia, maybe China, another country. And then they're going to let the Islamic Republic have a nuclear facility that can enrich up to 3.67%. Oh, and the sale of oil. The Islamic Republic, not only do they have a free and open Strait of Hormuz, but they can sell their oil for 30 days, no penalties. So, yeah.
Look, wait, before we go down, look at the source. Go up. That is not a legitimate source in at all. Look at this. It says hardline Iranian influencer Ali Qol Haki said on Wednesday. That means that you could dismiss everything that comes after. So we trust Iran International, but the news is not that this is what United States proposed. The news is that Ali Qol Haki said something. That's what the news is. Ali Qol Haki is not even, it's not even an Islamic regime official. He's an influencer. He's a pro-regime influencer. Why the fuck are we quoting him? Like, how is that? Okay. Who is this guy? I want to see his face. Because I'm not good with names, but I'm good with faces.
Oh man, just look at his profile on Twitter. He's a journalist, it says in his bio. Yeah, I wonder why Iran National is pushing that then.
Well, it's not. Iran International is not saying that this is the proposal. It's just saying that this fucker said that. Yeah, but I don't know why this guy is worthy of quoting. I mean, look at the goddamn list. Like, who believes that? United States proposed a package to Tehran. Guys, let me know in the chat who believes that this is the serious U.S. proposal. I mean, I might be wrong about this. Okay. Releasing 25% of Iran's force and assets. That's more than Obama did. That's more than Obama did. About 25 billion. How much did Obama release? Did Obama release 10 billion? So this is double the much, double
Probably
as much.
around there, yeah. If it could fit on planes like that.
They're saying allowing uranium transfer abroad and this is the part that I don't get. Accepting 3.67% enrichment limits? No way. Alongside other nuclear and sanctions related measures. Okay, no way. Oh, okay, so people are saying it was 8 billion. Nima is saying it was 8 billion. By the way, Nima also gave us a super chat saying 2 awesome hosts, super chat number 2. Thank you, Nima. Thank you for the super chat. We're 2 out of 10 already. So, Ali, you were going through it. Sorry, but before I interrupted you.
Yeah, so let's just discuss this. So basically, here's what I think. The U.S. is giving more concessions in this, right? They're saying you guys can do all this stuff, but the only thing that they didn't change here was that the 400 kilograms of enriched uranium are getting out. So it seems like to me that the uranium is obviously the most important thing for the US, and they will never budge on it because they know that the regime will never accept it. So they're trying to get some sort of concession before the strikes happen to weaken them even further, is the general strategy.
This makes me think that maybe the regime is trying to find a way to give Ali, I figured out what's happening here. I think, guys, listen to this. I think that maybe the regime is trying to figure out a way to give the enriched uranium to the Americans without pissing off its followers. So they are going to say Trump agreed to a whole bunch of things that he hasn't, and deal with the drama of that actually not being the case after this has already been old news. Do you know what I'm saying? So the
Because
regime,
yeah, go on.
yeah. So the regime is trying to figure out how to be flexible to the Americans and bend the knee without losing face to his followers. So they are going to try to experiment with if this is going to be acceptable to some of their followers, if they act like they're getting a lot in return for the enriched uranium without actually getting anything in return for the enriched uranium. But the good thing for the Islamic Republic is that they would realize that a lot later. Like the pro regime people will come to the realization that none of this shit is happening a lot after this is already settled. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're trying to sell bending the knee to the Americans as if we're not losing this.
Yeah, so they're gonna test it. I can see that they're gonna test it, see if the regime supporters are okay with it, give the uranium, but then none of the things. So the selling of oil, opening the strait, allowing one facility, whatever, right? Releasing the assets. None of those matter in the short term because when the strikes start, yeah, none of that's possible. The only thing that's hard is to get the uranium out. So if you got the uranium out, which is the hardest thing, now you can just go back to closing the strait, not giving them the funds, not letting them set oil, and that's it. Your job
Yeah,
is like
you could do
actually 10
it.
times easier.
Yeah, yeah, we could do it. You could actually. You're right. You could actually even promise them all of this shit, but just after you got the uranium out, and just do a Trump tachia on them. Just use their own methods against them, and be like, "Psych."
Yeah, and that makes sense because, guys, think about this. Right now, there are unprecedented, which means the most ever, noise and deception going on. Okay. There is no more like this, the amount of misinformation coming out. Just last night, we heard, oh, Prime Minister Netanyahu and President Trump had a phone call and they ended it, and Prime Minister Netanyahu was upset and concerned that Trump doesn't want to go ahead with this. What? Was there any proof
Yeah,
ever? Was there any proof over the last
I,
4 or 5 months?
that was Axios, right?
Yeah.
I Axios is turning. It's just a drama. It's like it. It's just looking for like, oh my god, like BB was so uncomfortable. He couldn't. He was like moving in his seat. Like, where? Like, is this like a news agency or is it just like a tabloid or something? It's fucking
I mean, they must be
like I
making a
don't
lot of
know.
money.
Mm.
But
Oh,
anyway,
look at this. Um, Fine Stars is saying Armin's theory scared me. What if the regime supporters are actually okay with this?
no, don't be scared. This is totally fine. This is totally fine. We're about to strike. If we are about to strike right before, if we can get the uranium out, you know what that means? That means we don't have to spend a week with a ton of nuclear engineers, bulldozers, special forces, planes guarding them, trying to dig out this uranium while they're under missile fire. If we can just get it out
Mm.
for free while giving them all these like stupid promises that we're not going to do at all, then it's fine. We're winning. We're about to hit them either way. Why not get the most out of it right before we start the strikes? Let's make our job easier. Remember, everything that's happened so far has put the Islamic Republic in a position where even if they do option A, they lose, and if they do option B, they also lose.
But Ali, you have to see it from the perspective of some Iranians. Some Iranians don't want the uranium to be out there because they're afraid that if the Americans get the uranium out, they would just leave and they'd be like, okay, bye bye, we got what we wanted, and then they just basically stop
Oh,
putting pressure. Yeah.
oh,
Oh, okay. Go.
oh.
Yes. You.
Okay.
You. The.
Yeah.
You in the back. Yeah.
Um, why would we let them go if the United States and Israel proposed their plans before everything, okay? 4 months ago, the Islamic Republic was 10 times as strong as it is now. If then we proposed the same terms, they denied them, and we were willing to go to war, spend billions, spend lives, what makes people think that once we do put them in the weakest position that they've ever been in, and get the uranium out, and the job is super easy, that we're just going to leave them alone.
Yeah, but you say to this, William is saying, Ali, but then it will be more difficult for Trump to sell military action to his domestic audience. Yeah, because then the Americans will be like, okay, we got the uranium. What the fuck are you still doing there? Right?
Does he
That's
have
what
to
the
say that they
American.
got the uranium?
Yeah, of course. You can't hide that. Like you saw in the United States when like General Kane flies from here to there, they reported and say that this is the cost of the price. You think they could get the uranium out without telling the Americans about it? Like that's not something you could hide.
I mean, I would just put the uranium close to the border, like inside Iran, but close to the border, protect it, be
I
like it's still in
that
Iran.
would I mean, I don't think United States would be involved in this like this complicated operations to fool the American people. I don't think that that's what they would do.
You don't think so?
No.
What else? What other
I think
excuse
if
could you use?
I think if you get the uranium out, the Americans will be like, okay, good job. Do like now, why are you still there? Like,
Man, I
there's
just
no
can't see
just.
him. I just can't see him doing that, because then he'd just be like, "Well, this is a terrorist regime that killed so many people, and we're,
Yeah, but the
like, who would vote
Americans would be
against that?"
like, okay, but yeah, but then the Americans will be like, okay, but like, are we gonna do North Korea for next because they're suffering as well? Like, you can't. The American voters are not going to be in favor of military operations just for the sake of saving the Iranian people. It needs to also benefit them somehow.
What about the fact that if the Islamic Republic has the knowledge to build the nuclear weapons, they can just do it again?
Yeah, I mean, you could say that for sure, but I'm just saying there's going to be a lot more politically difficult if the uranium is out to, especially given that like somebody in the chat said the midterms are coming, especially with the midterms coming, it would be in it would be very hard to sell that.
Hmm.
And also, you want to respond to this, Vashi? Thank you, Vashi, for the third super chat of the day. Thank you, guys. Vashi is saying, how can you trust them to let them take it out and hand it to us instead of hiding it with their militia? So I don't think that's what we're saying, because I think the Islamic Republic is incapable of actually taking it out. I think what the President Trump is, if there's a deal with the Islamic Republic to take them out, it's going to be that the Americans go in and the Islamic Republic just doesn't attack them while they're in, and the Americans take it out themselves, right,
Exactly.
Ali?
Exactly. He said it himself. There's only two countries in the world that can take that uranium out: the U.S. and China.
Yes. We just have to, like, here's the thing: if it ever comes to that, we need to maximize the delegitimization of the regime for allowing the Americans to step foot on their soil, what they claim is their soil, after they killed the supreme leader. Okay, that is what we should not let them get away with. We should not let them get away with saving face to their own followers. We need to basically go on a campaign reminding them that the same people that came and killed your supreme leader, you are now allowing them to just walk all over you and come in and take out the uranium. That's what needs to be the end of the legitimacy of the regime to their own followers.
I think, like, here's why I don't think that even if he got the uranium out, he would just leave and then that's it. Like, Israel would, one, still keep going, but also I just don't see it in him. I just don't see it in Trump at all. And someone in the Twitter chat also made a good point. Babylon said, "Nothing will justify losing 13 soldiers and 50 billion lost for a bad deal. Either surrender or no deal." So yeah, the political ramifications afterwards, people are going to remember him for this. Like, unless he does it to the end, his legacy is going to be that he left the Islamic Republic weak, and then maybe Israel came and finished the job.
Well, we have a lot more questions in the chat. Um, here, Myth Minx is saying you don't think the U.S. or Israel will back Ahmadinejad, right? Why would they leak that? Oh yeah, that's another news that we talked about already. The report by New York Times, which again we can't trust, that the plan of the Americans and Israelis have been to replace the current regime with Ahmadinejad. Ali, what do you think about that?
That report was that they were considering doing it in March, which is, as far as I'm concerned, an eternity ago. Nothing right now is relevant. Like, we're in a completely different world and situation now than we were in March when the strikes were happening. But also, I mean, maybe it was a plan that someone drafted up. To say that the US and Israel as a whole were considering that is a far cry. Maybe someone drafted up the plan. It was a bad plan and it got leaked. But, like, you guys got to keep in mind, if someone in the government says something, you can't be like, oh, yes, the US government stance is this. I'm not buying that one. That guy's a moron. That guy's an absolute moron.
Um, yeah, he is. And first of all, it's New York Times, so you can't trust that. Second of all, the author is a pro-regime person, and she is like a reformist, so you can't trust that. Third of all, even if that's the plan, I support it because Ahmadinejad. If you take out the regime and put Ahmadinejad in power, why not? He wouldn't last half an hour. If you take out the regime, that means you got rid of the Islamic Republic, and you're putting in somebody that wouldn't be able to. The main obstacle has already been removed, and now you're putting in place somebody that doesn't have support of the Iranian people. So sure, why not? Let's go with half an hour of Ahmadinejad before the Iranian people take him down and put Pahlavi in charge instead.
You guys don't understand. People would be so mad. For those of you who don't know who he is, he used to be the president of the Islamic Republic back in like 2009 era when the Green Movement happened. And he also, so like that's to Iranians, that's who he is. Okay. He's one of the presidents who had like a very bloody and murderous reign. To the international community, he's the one who says that the Holocaust never happened and that there's not a single gay person in Iran, which is, what do you think about that, Armin? I think there's at least one, right?
I think we have at least one. I don't know actually, if because maybe he's depends on whether or not they killed him or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe half of him is left at least.
Yes,
Half
we
of the
have
person.
half. We have half a gay. Iran has a half 0.5 gay people. I don't know. Right, perhaps.
So yeah, this goes back to what we were saying. Right now, the most amount of noise and misinformation is being spread, which means we are at a breaking point. These people are pushing as much propaganda and misinformation as they possibly can right now. Something is about to happen.
Really, you think so?
I think so. The airspace has been clear for 3 days now. I don't know how much longer things can even continue like this. There's also, guys, there's also like at any given time, there's like over 10 tankers up in the air, like United States Air Force tankers up in the air over across the Middle East. Like everyone, they're ready. They're ready. But no one, I don't think in the military, not even Cooper, the admiral knows that when it's going to happen. I think Trump is just going to like give him the green light, and it's going to happen just like that. So no one except for President Trump knows when it's going to happen, which is, it's crazy.
Oh, look at this. Vidur. I'm gonna call you Vidur. I think that's a cool name. Vidur is saying, Armin, in regards to what you have said about the territorial dispute between a free Iran and the UAE, could Israel potentially step in as a mediator, as both of these countries would be its allies? I don't think so, because I don't think the Iranian people will tolerate negotiations on this topic. Like, this is for the Iranian people. This is not something that like, negotiating about this would be seen as treason. Like, this is not up for negotiation. What are we negotiating? These islands are part of Iran. Like, if you ask Iranian people, like, let's negotiate whether these islands belong to the Iran or to the UAE, their response would be like, okay, let's negotiate whether, like, would you like, would no, they would say, would you negotiate whether your mom could be sold as a sex slave in the, in the sex trade, the sex market? Like, is that like, hey, you would, this is actually an example that they will use. They would say, like, if I ask you, would you sell your mother as a sex slave? You will say no. And they said, like, okay, let's debate it. Let's actually negotiate that. You were like, what the fuck? I'm not going to negotiate that. Obviously, no. Like, that's it. Like, what is there to negotiate? So they say, we see Iran like our mother. We're not going to negotiate giving up our mother. That's what they say. But it's a good question. Good, and thank you for asking.
Someone said they don't know what is the territorial dispute. It would be the islands, basically, in the Persian Gulf.
Well, there's, I think, which ones are there? I think Abu Musa, Tombe Kuchik, Tombe Bozorg. Those are the three islands
Lavan.
that UAE.
Is it Lavan an island, or
No,
is it?
yeah, Lavan is
Well,
an
there's
island, but
Kesh. There's Kesh. There's Kharg.
no. No, I'm not talking about the list of islands in the Persian Gulf. I'm talking about the islands that the UAE considers
Oh, then
its.
yeah, you're right.
Okay, those are, I think it's those three islands. Yeah.
Okay, there's a rumor that Vahidi met with the minister of Pakistan. I don't know if you saw that. I'm gonna try and find it.
Yeah. Okay. While you find, first of all, Mythic Minx, you say, sorry, I'm a bit ignorant of stuff. These are very nuanced and detailed topics. Like, you don't apologize for it. You're asking good questions. All of you guys are.
Why
And
do you guys think we're
also,
here?
yeah, exactly. We're here to answer, exactly, Ali. We're here to answer your questions. So ask more. And Philly with a question here. And Philly, thank you so much. You already got us halfway to our 10 super chats. Just saying, if there won't be more boom booms, but US and maybe Israel is arming the people behind the scenes, would this year's boom booms be enough for the people to finish the job, or would more boom booms have to happen? Ali, what do you think? And
I think
you
more
go
boom
first.
booms need to happen. I think you're gonna look at so if the Iranian people are armed, and let's just say it takes a few months to do that, and we start like a Syria type civil war. I mean, it took them what? It took them 15 years in Syria and over like 1 million people dead. I don't want to see that.
So, actually, okay, my answer, you're very correct. My answer is, it's enough and it's not enough. Okay, it's enough and actually more than enough, in the sense that the Iranian people, even without any military operations, even if we didn't have Operation Economic Epic Fury, at the end of the day, the Iranian people would one day have had toppled the regime. Would have had, like, there's too much hate for the regime, for this regime to be able to have survived. One way or another, one day the Iranian people would have taken that the regime. But the question is, at what price? Okay, the question is not whether the Islamic Republic will one day be toppled. Yes, the answer to that is yes, with or without military help. The question is, how many lives, how many Iranian, and not just Iranian, but Iranian and non-Iranian lives, does the world have to suffer sacrificing until that happens? So the military operations reduce the cost in lives of both Iranians and non-Iranians for that to happen. And and even if the military operation stops right now, again, at some point, the Islamic Republic will fall. And the military operations that we have had so far has brought that day closer, but not close enough. And if we stop the military operations now, that means that we're going to need a lot more blood. We need to sacrifice a lot more lives for eventually the Islamic Republic to fall. That's the difference.
And I don't want to see
Does that
that.
make sense? Yeah.
With all the military troops already
Exactly.
there, like guys, half the difficulty is just getting all of your troops and equipment into the area. We're already ready. Like all the plans have been drafted, all the planes are armed, everything's ready. It's highly unlikely. Like if you're just someone who's like completely detached from the situation, you're like an alien that just visited and took a look at all the military equipment and everything, you'd be like, okay, well, it's more likely than not that they're going to strike.
Yeah, and somebody is saying this must be complete before Trump's term ends. He damn well knows that. I think actually he has less time than that. This might he might have to finish this before the midterms.
Yeah, probably even before, because the timer, right? So we talk about on this show how everything comes back to the Iranian people. The timer for them to come out is what determines everything.
Yeah. Um, Ali, did you see that the IRGC said that they will drag this war to beyond the region? Did you see that?
Yeah, that was like their 20th time saying that, I think.
No, this is the first time IRGC is saying that. This like the 20th time is like if you count state TV, if you count like their commentators, their influencers, yes, this would be the millionth time. But this is the first time IRGC officially stated that,
What do you
which
think
is a
about
huge
that?
escalation. It's a huge escalation. That means that they're doubling down on being, under aggression. And when they say that they will, that they if there's no ceasefire, they will drag the war beyond the region. You know what beyond the region means? Because they said basically that means that everything they did to the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Iraq, Kuwait, Bahrain, Oman, Iraq, they are going to do all of that to exactly. Bashi is saying in the chat to Europe. This is a threat to Europe now.
I agree.
Yeah.
With the missiles that can reach Europe, they lied. Get this. They lied about how far their missiles could go.
Right. They could also, beyond missiles, they might also be talking about terrorist activities. So keep an eye out. Like maybe we're going to see an uptick in terrorist activities in, I don't know, Europe, North America, Australia. We might see that as well. Because even though the missiles can reach Europe, I don't know. We'll see. Actually, you're right though. They might do that as well. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So they have a number of options to escalate this beyond the region, okay? They have the missiles pointed at Europe. They have dump nuclear waste into the Persian Gulf, forcing the Persian Gulf Arab countries to evacuate, which would leave them going to other countries around the world, so that would affect them. There's the low likelihood of them dragging anchors along the seabed and pulling on the cables that power the world's internet. And let's see, what else can they do?
They can they reach those power cables? I don't know. Yeah, you're
Very
right.
low. Like it's probably pretty much not. But they like talking about. Oh, they talk about this. They've been talking about this for the last week on TV. These group of guys, these group of like engineer, technical, nuclear, aerospace guys got together on Islamic Republic State TV, and they were like, yeah, okay, here's what we do. We launch missiles into the atmosphere, and we hit a satellite, like the space station or any sort of satellite. And that satellite breaks up into pieces. And as it's going
Yeah.
around the orbit, hits all the other satellites. Like, this is the level at which they want to, again, low likelihood, right? Like, but this is what they're thinking. They are openly discussing on their TV that they want to destroy the world. Simple as that.
This means that the IRGC is getting its act together in having a unified message. I think they're getting closer to reducing the segmentation of the IRGC, at least, I think. Oh, we got a super chat. Oh, guys, we got to 6 super chats. Thank you so much, Vidur, saying, as a patriot myself, I completely understand and respect that Russia has been doing the same to my former home for about 12 years. I am sorry. Oh, that's, oh. Okay, so yeah, as a patriot myself, I think Vidur is speaking as a Russian, saying I completely understand and respect that Russia has been doing that to this, doing the same to my former home for about 12 years. I'm sorry. Yeah, Vidur, I think like we need to stop. It's hard, like it's hard for us to get a habit into this habit, but we should stop. We should, this is why I like to say Putin did this, Putin did that, or the CCP did this, CCP did that, because there are many people in China and in Russia who see eye to eye with us and support liberty, and we shouldn't paint all Russians and all Chinese people with the same brush just because they have a shit government, right? And don't be sorry, like you're not responsible for any of it, and I'm so glad that you are on our side and defending us, and I appreciate you having you here. But yeah,
Yeah, thank you for being here. It seems like Ukraine really is winning this war at the moment. They're absolutely smashing the Russians. So hopefully we see an end to this soon, so you can go back one day.
did I understand you right, Vidur? You're basically a Russian who's saying that Russia, the government, that you're speaking against the government there, or did I misunderstand you? I think that's what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. All right. What do we have next?
This Javid said something funny. If they can't, he's right. They have to put up tarps of helicopters and other things on a range, and even then they have to move the camera angle, like post production, to make it seem like they actually hit the target. How are they going to hit anything in space? Yeah, we don't know. But they like talking about it. Are you checking Pete Hegseth's Twitter?
Yeah. Yeah. So somebody, who's this? Babylon, just said, Armin. Wait, I'm not seeing
I'll
anything
go ahead
new.
and show something.
I'm not seeing anything new. Am I missing something?
I will share something that surprised me.
Oh.
All right. So this man is IRGC, and during the protests, he refused to fire upon people. Now, we don't know after he did, like if he did kill people and then he refused to or not, but as a result of his refusal, he was arrested, and he has now been sentenced to death.
Wait, what's the source for this? Go up?
It's just Association of Ronnie. So I don't know how true this may be, but I'm sure we can find a way to verify
be careful.
That. Yeah, you're right.
We don't go, yeah, we have to be careful, guys, because I don't know if this is, if
I'll copy
it's
that
amazing.
name and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then here's what Tusi shared regarding the negotiations. If both the US and IRGC agree to this draft, meaning the latest proposal, they will begin a 30-day negotiation phase. Anything could happen during that time.
Wait, why is Tusi believing that this is what the Americans proposed?
I'm not sure.
Like,
I don't
guys,
think he's referring to like the specific terms. He's just saying that US confirms final draft of talks is almost complete.
yeah, but it seems like he's because the U.S. confirmed that the final draft of talks is complete. It seems is he believing that those were the terms that the American agrees to? Guys, the people who watched Tusi, did he suggest that the terms that that we just read actually came from the Americans? Also, we got clarification from Vidur saying, "Thank you. I mean, to be clear, I'm half Swedish, half Ukrainian." Oh, okay. Before the war in Ukraine happened, I actually loved and admired Russian history. Ordinary Russians are amazing people. Putin is awful. Completely agree with that. Completely agree.
All
No,
right,
he
I did
didn't.
manage to
Okay.
find
Okay.
confirmation
Sure.
on the soldier. So what
Really?
yeah, yes,
Where?
and
Where? Confirmed
okay,
by who?
here it is. Boom! The United States State Department said an Iranian soldier has been in soldier, so he was part of the military, the Artesh. It seems like so people in the Artesh were called upon to do it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
He has been sentenced to death for refusing to fire on protesters, calling the case morally unjust and inhumane. The duty, he's right.
Wow.
This guy is Bosharaf, is what we say. His refusal was not only justified, it was the only moral choice. The duty of soldiers is to protect the citizens of their country, and Javid did exactly that.
Wow. Okay. By the way, when you say a soldier, might actually refer to IRGC as well. It's not just Artesh, so we don't know. Wait, when is this from? When is this post from? What's the date
This
for this?
post is from, oh, it's from January 22nd.
Okay, so this is an old news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did this not, no one talked about this?
We did talk about it, yeah.
Oh, okay,
But we
okay.
still don't know but we don't know the name of this soldier still, I think. Does it say the name?
Yeah, it says his name. Yeah, Javid Khalis. Here it is.
Javid Khalis. Okay. Okay. Okay, so is this the same name that you saw?
Yeah.
Okay. So, guys, we try to be skeptical here because we want to make sure that just because something feels like a good story, it's not necessarily we don't want to necessarily believe it. And okay, I'm the picture that you should. If we go back to the picture, um,
Of the soldier?
of the soldier, I think that is his picture.
Let me find that again.
So, guys, this is Javid Khalassosh. So he's sentenced to death. Yeah, that's him. He's been sentenced to death because he refused to shoot at the Iranian people. So, do we know when his execution date is?
No, but if this was reported back in January 22nd, it's been exactly 4 months since then.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you noticed Ghalibov is only communicating with audio now?
Yes, which also, yeah, so the only person that we've seen is Arachi.
Yeah. Ghalibov
Yep.
is in hiding.
No Ghalibaf, no Vahidi, no Mojtaba. Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Ghalibaf is now speaking. Let's see what his message was. No, I mean he is speaking. Oh my god, I got the curse again, but I can't bring this up anymore. I don't know why that happens.
Hmm.
Hmm, how do I fix this? Oh, maybe if I go like
Oh,
this and then like
yeah, it
this.
worked.
Oh, I figured out how to fix this now. Okay. I figured out the trick. Okay,
Tech.
so here, Iranian Parliament Speaker Muhammad. This is new, by the way, guys. This is fresh. This is fresh. Iranian Parliament Speaker Muhammad Bagher Ghalibaf said Wednesday that continued overt and covert operations, along with mounting economic and social pressure on Iran, showed the country's enemies had not abandoned their military objectives and were preparing for another round of conflicts. So, oh, okay, good news from Ghalibaf. He thinks that there's going to be boom boom soon. Ghalibaf added that Iranian forces had used the ceasefire period to rebuild and strengthen their. Yep, we already said that.
Well, he's right.
Mhm.
They did.
Yeah.
But speaking on that, they can't make new missiles, but I think they've been able to make some drones. They're easier to make. So those are the main risk.
Hmm.
Oh, and by the way, everyone's talking about the missile cities, right? Not only
Yeah.
can we just close the doors, the entrances to these missile cities by burying them under dirt, we can also light them up. We can just dump thermobaric rounds into them, set them on fire, hope the fire spreads deep enough to the point where the missiles inside are caught on fire.
How do you light them? How do you light them up if you can't reach inside? The entrances are curved.
There's a lot of liquid.
No, but isn't it? Don't they have gates that seals it? Like multiple gates that seals it before you get to the actual city area?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it'll be difficult, but I mean, we'll see if they try it.
I think if you could do that, they would have already done that.
Really? Yeah, that's a fair
Yeah.
point.
Also, let me see. We got this another super chat by Curtis saying, "Guys, what about the word that the Iranian army and IRGC are having clashes in several places inside Iran?" Yeah, we heard that. We haven't seen any. We could actually take a look at it, but we haven't seen it being confirmed by any credible sources yet. So we're not saying it's not happening, but this is a new story that everybody's talking about. So let's actually examine what the claim is, but with the skepticism. Like we will highlight it, we will read it, but I hope you guys are keep your skepticism here. Okay, and this is being shared everywhere. And thank you for the super chat. So guys, promise us that if we discuss what's happening, you do not believe it yet until we get more evidence for it. Okay. So
Yeah.
let's look at what's happening.
I mean, the claim is saying that throughout the conflict, there has been clashes between the Artish and the IRGC in different cities, but it doesn't say from where this information is gotten from. So we can't verify it.
So let's see what the claim is. Okay. Armed clashes between the Iranian army or the Artesh and the IRGC are reportedly erupting inside Iran. So this is basically saying that they're erupting, like it's whatever it was is now, yeah. So because we never had actual clashes, we had disagreements and infighting, but not actual armed clashes. That has never happened, right? Saying according to Al Hura, so citing informed military and political sources inside Iran, tensions between the regular army or the Artesh and the IRGC have escalated into armed confrontations in Tehran, Tabriz, Isfahan, and Ahvaz following the death of Khamenei. Guys, I don't know if this is true. We haven't seen any evidence for it. But if this is true, we might be close to the whole thing falling apart if this is at all true. But I think if it was true, we would have seen more obvious signs of it, right? If it was actually true. Like this is something that you can't keep hidden. So why is it that it's only apparent to this Al-Hura and nobody else saw it? So it continues by saying, if true, this points to serious fractures in you don't say. This points to serious fractures inside the Islamic Republic's military and security apparatus at one of the most dangerous moments in the regime's history. This is the most. This is such an understatement. Like we already have serious fractures. This is way above that if that's happening. Omid is saying, is it true? I think Omid is asking because this would be such a good news, okay? But Omid, like seriously, like we're not like, just to be honest, we have no idea. Only one source is saying this, and I'm having a hard time believing like this is happening and nobody else except them is figured like is seeing it, right? Saying if okay, I read that part. Says the backdrop here is important. The founder of the Islamic okay, that's just we already. So what do you think about this, Ali? What are the chances of this being true?
The chances of it being true, I would say it's probably true. But there's no way to verify
Armed
it.
armed conflict between
Yeah,
IRGC and
I'm
Artesh?
thinking that like we're not seeing dozens and dozens of soldiers take up arms and start shooting at IRGC. I'm thinking maybe one guy here, maybe a two couple guys over there had enough of it and they got scared and spooked and they tried to get out, something like that.
Okay.
But that's not
If we
clashes.
yeah, that if you have one Artesh person going like fuck it, I'm done with this, shoots an IRGC person, I wouldn't call that armed clashes between the Artesh and IRGC.
Yeah, and if armed clashes did actually happen, there is no way that we would have just missed it. Like it just wouldn't have been heard, talked about at all. That would have been the number one thing. Do you guys realize how many people want the Artish of Iran to step in and do something? If there's a sign of that happening, people would be all over it. For this to have been reported and for it to go completely silent, the chance of it being actual clashes very, very low. Did a couple people freak out, start doing stuff? Probably.
Guys, it's easy for us to come and say like, oh yeah, this is happening, that is happening, and it feels good and it's like interesting. Let us know if you prefer us being like that, because I like to actually be skeptical and not repeat things that are not confirmed. uh I know it's more exciting to people if we just like lean into it and be like, oh my god, this is happening, that is happening. That is better for growing a channel, okay? but but it's not really, I don't know, it's not the best way to figure out what the fuck is going on. Right? Okay.
Yeah,
Right,
we
I don't
also
know.
don't want to get your guys' hopes up over something that could turn out to
Yeah.
be false. So it's good that we have this like healthy skepticism, but as soon as evidence is given to us, now we're like, okay, here's the new baseline, and from there we can go forward.
Right. Okay, good. The chat agrees that this is a better way to. So then be here with us, okay? Because that means that we're going to be a smaller community, okay? Because it's not as exciting or as hopeful as, as like as it could be for a bigger community. So so that means that we're going to be growing slower, and hopefully like the maybe smaller in number but higher quality of the people who actually appreciate skepticism and verification of the information. So hopefully we could get you guys to stay here with us and continue watching our channel. Then I like to be skeptical.
So so last night a huge airlift from the United States Air Force has begun from Europe to the Middle East, and currently there are 4 tankers in above the skies of Saudi Arabia. Other than that, there's the regular patrol aircraft that they have over the Persian Gulf and other areas. So nothing too crazy. And the pizza level at the Pentagon is at level 1. So there is a huge increase, but we're not freaking out yet. It's at level 1.
Speaking of verifying everything, let's see how trustworthy the pizza indicator is. Okay, so how reliable is the pizza indicator when it comes from Pentagon when it comes to figuring out whether or not military operations are actually happening? Okay, hold on. But you could go to the next topic because we have been using the pizza. Do you know, Ali, if that's a reliable way of figuring this out, or is it?
Maybe at some point in
Has
the
it?
past, but we've heard that like 100 times in the past couple of months. I mean, it's bound to be true at some point, right? Like, if the pizza levels are up every day, then you're going to be right. But I want to
Yeah,
address
and
something
also
that is. Oh yeah, go
even
for it.
if it was even if it was useful at some point, wouldn't the fact that it was signaling classified information would make the Pentagon figure out a way to make sure that that information is not that obvious with the pizza indicator anymore? Like they would close that um you know um they would close that wave to put information out there if it was actually reliable at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think
You can just
maybe.
throw it off easily.
So okay, it's called the Pentagon Pizza Index. Often, yeah, okay. So here, it is not a reliable indicator of military operations today. While it had some coincidental accuracy in the 80s and the 90s, modern intelligence experts dismiss it for a few key reasons. The military knows we're watching. Oh, I was right. Because they know. The Pentagon is well aware of the trend. Recently, the US Defense Secretary even joked about ordering massive amounts of pizza on random nights just to mess with the internet trackers and use it as psychological warfare. There you go. They have better options now. Today's Pentagon has 24/7 internal cafeterias and access to countless food delivery apps. A busy night in the Situation Room no longer guarantees a massive spike at the local Domino's. The data is flawed. Internet, wait, Internet data on Google Maps, foot traffic data. A spike could simply mean a local football game is on, it's a holiday, or nearby civilians are just hungry. So no, it's not reliable. So guys, we fact checked that for you as well. It's not reliable.
Yeah. Speaking of things that are not reliable, let us show something that has been circulating in social media recently. And I mean today. So the person on the right here is Vahidi. He's the
Oh,
one that we pretty much think is the head of the IRGC right now and has probably the most amount of power, I would say. Um, and the person on the left is the Interior Minister of Pakistan. This picture is from 2024. It is not from today. The Prime Minister of Pakistan has come to Tehran again. Like, he literally just left and he's back in there right now. But he's meeting with Pezeshkian, who, that's pretty much the guy they send to meet with everyone at this point. And Vahidi himself has not been seen. It's an old picture.
yeah. Vahidi's been hiding for a while. He hasn't been seen for a long time.
Yeah, a smart
Smart though.
enemy is the most dangerous enemy.
Yeah. Good point. Yeah. Melissa, thank you for the super chat. Saying seems the stars are aligning. This seems familiar pattern as with POTUS. I mean, yeah. There's a lot of similarities between what's happening now and the messaging compared to what was happening before Operation Epic Fury. However, we also have to keep in mind that a trend is a trend until it's not, right? A trend could stop being a trend at any moment. So sometimes, even if the patterns are the same, it might be we might get a different result, right?
Yeah, actually, that makes me think of two things. Right now, you know what the trend is? We're back at the point where we keep hearing Netanyahu and Trump are at odds and they're like fighting each other. That's the trend that we're
Yeah.
at again for like the third or fourth time. And also, fun fact, the birth rate of Iran right now is actually very, very low. Oh, that's an interesting comment. It's actually very, very low. I think it's like the third lowest in the Middle East, behind Lebanon and Armenia. So these are the three countries
Wow.
with the lowest birth rates in the Middle East. But, okay, we have seen birth rates being able to be reversed in the space of like 10 years. So as soon as this regime's gone, exactly, no one wants to have kids in this regime. Like, why would you want to bring up kids in a world like this, much less even have the money to do it? And you know that they would have no future. So the population of Iran is really, really young, but they're projected to get really old and the birth rate would stay low as things are currently going. But when when Iran is free, I don't know about you, Armin, but
Yeah, well, I mean, here's the thing: Iran is a very unique situation with birth rates, right? Because usually richer countries have lower birth rates, but poorer countries that haven't yet had prosperity have higher birth rates, which helps the poorer countries get out of their poverty because it brings a young workforce, right? So the high birth rates in poorer countries, a lot of people think high birth rates is bad for poor countries. It's actually not good. It's not. It's actually not bad. It's actually very good. High birth rates are good for the economy. More people working. What you need to worry about is not the number of people you have, is the ratio between young people and old people that you have. Okay, and if you have too many old people in relation and in relative to that, you have too little young people, you're fucked, right? You want to have younger, you want to have a young population, young working population, and that means high birth rates are good. They actually make your economy prosper. And usually, so for Iran, it's an odd case because it hasn't economically developed and it has the birth rates of rich countries. So it's basically screwed twice. So a lot of rich countries are suffering with low birth rates, but at least they're prosperous. A lot of poor countries are not yet prosperous, but at least they have a high birth rates, which will help them get out of that situation. Iran is hasn't become prosperous and it has a very low birth rate, which is sometimes it like is unique.
yeah, I mean, look at Japan, look at South Korea, even China. Birth rates are going
I
all over the place at different stages too.
can, and can I make it like, can I say something that is even worse, makes all of this even worse, because you mentioned Japan and South Korea. So Japan and South Korea, for example, are going to be dealing with a lot of pain because of low birth rates, right? But one thing that helps overcome that low birth rate is technology, it's AI. So you could undo the damage from having a working population, a young working population, by using technology to make the already working people a lot more productive. So technology could undo some of the damage that you get from having a lower birth rate, having not that many young people that are working. But in Iran, not only we don't have access to AI like the rest of the world, we don't even have fucking access to internet anymore. Forget AI. Like we're back in the 90s or whatever. Like this is so, like the whole world is moving from we were at the internet age, and then at the social media age, and now we're moving to the AI and robotics age. The whole world is moving to AI and robotics, and Iran is went back to before the internet age. So a whole generation of people will be missing on biggest the biggest factor for progress for the rest of the world, which is going to be AI and robotics. An entire generation of Iranians will miss out on that scale and access to that if this continues.
Do you guys want to know what the Shah of Iran said? He said that the mullahs would take us back 500 years. He said that in the 70s, or like maybe like the early 80s, before the internet, before all of these technological advancements. So if we compared the 80s, the early 80s, like say 1980, 81, with like, before then, like sure, there's a lot of, technological differences, but between now and 50 years ago, there's more technological growth. So they really are taking us back hundreds of years.
Yeah, he saw us. He said that. He said that. Yeah, exactly. He said they would take us back 1,500 years. Yeah.
1,500 years, yeah. I mean, I hope so. I mean, that would have been right before Islam.
Yeah, maybe. Oh my God. I know, guys. I know this is very tragic, but we need dark. Sometimes we need that. We need to be able to laugh, to be able to. Dark humor is the only way for us to be able to tolerate this, right? Oh yeah, there you go. Curse be upon the Safavids.
He said that yesterday too.
Yeah, he said that yesterday, and now we see he has a good point. And thank
He's
you for
doubling
the super
down.
chat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, unfortunately he was wrong. They took them back only 1,300 years. True. Only 30, right when Islam came here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what people were referring to when they were talking about Pete Hegseth.
Oh, show us, because I didn't see anything. So
I'll go ahead and
sorry,
share.
I missed that. Yeah.
Share. Okay. He said, "Locked and loaded." Ooh, ominous.
Wait, how come I didn't see that?
I don't know.
What? Oh, he has two accounts. He has two accounts. He has his government account and his personal account. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. So hold on. So let me tell you why I messed up. Okay, this is the account I was looking at. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth. This is the Secretary of the War account, and that's why I missed it. Sorry, guys. You were telling me in the chat to check this out. I made it. Okay, so this is a personal account. Okay.
Locked and loaded. We're ready.
Oh, that's actually a good sign.
We're completely ready. The best form of negotiation is to just start dropping the.
Yeah,
start.
yeah.
I don't even want to say the word anymore, just in case YouTube. I'm not going to be dropping anything.
That sounded weird. Oh, but Lior is praying for you, Ellie.
Oh, thank you, Lior.
Look at Lior is saying praying. Lior, praying to the YouTube gods for Ali. Love you all. The YouTube gods is the only gods that I recognize as gods.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That reminds me of another quote, actually.
I think. And by the way, Lior, thank you for getting us to the finish line. 10 out of 10 super chats. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I think Rumi said this. And they said, "I searched for God, but only found myself."
Oh, and for Rumi me, said that?
I think so, yeah. And for me, that's always meant that when you're in pain and you're suffering, you look for God, and no answer comes, and you only find yourself to take yourself out of that pain and misery. because I've always
That
resonated with that one.
that's actually what you said is better. Better than what Rumi meant, because I like your version better, because what he actually meant is that he's a Wahdatul Wujud type philosophy guy, which is like what Sufis believe, which they believe that they don't believe in dualism. They don't believe that we have the spiritual world and the material world. They're monists. They believe that everything is divine, which is actually anti-Islamic. So they believe that God is everything. And when he says that he found myself, he's technically saying, without saying it directly, that I am God. That's what he means, because they think that everything in the universe is part of God. So that's what Rumi meant when he said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I searched for God and found him. Oh, okay. No, but Rumi says I searched for God and found myself, because he believes that he is God.
He does think
Because
that.
everything is God. Yeah. Yeah. That's what he thinks. Yeah.
Towards kitty treats for a shatty cat. Oh yeah, can you hear my cat
Yay.
this entire time?
Yes, and we like it.
No.
Don't censor your cat. What was his name again?
Zuko. It's from a show
Zuko.
called Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, I didn't know that. You know, my
Yeah.
dog's name is Nella. You know where that comes from? Nella?
No.
Are you too are you too young for Lion King? I
No,
think
I
you're too
saw it.
young. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, on like
So
VHS
because
tape when I was a kid.
okay. I think Lion King was after VHS tapes.
I watched it on a
I
VHS
don't know.
tape.
Yes. So because my dog looks like a mini lion, we call her Nella. She looks like a lion. Uh Nella was the girl in Lion King. Lion,
Oh yeah, Simba's
yeah,
like wife,
girlfriend. I don't
girlfriend.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And oh, yes. So Deborah saying, oh yeah, two birds kitty trees for Ali's chatty cat. So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to send this to Ali? Okay, Deborah. Okay.
Wow, look at what Finesse said. No way you Ali, no way you were alive when we had VHS. How young do I look to
Yeah,
you?
well, wasn't VHS like 30 years ago? Like she's right.
No, it was like I
Like
mean, yeah, I was in like the late
it
90s. I mean,
was
that's
yeah.
I was a
You're you're
child.
tw- you're
I'm
you're in your
26.
20s, so it was.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure VHS was before more than 30 years ago. I don't know, 26. Yeah, it was in the 90s. You
Yeah,
weren't
we
born yet.
so up till I was like 7, I watched everything on like those little chunky black bricks that you like put into the TV. And
Ye-
and then it was CDs after that.
Hmm. Was this in Iran?
This was here.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still born in the 20th century,
Hmm.
but barely.
Yeah, that's a VHS. He said VHS. Wait here. 26. You actually do. You look younger than 26, though.
Just wait. Okay, one day, guys, I will take off all my facial hair and I won't look 26 or 24 or whatever. I will look like I'm 20 years old. I promise.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks 14, 16. Okay.
No, not 2006. I'm 26.
Yeah, I would have guessed lower. No. People say that about me as well. People never anybody who meets me never guesses
Yeah,
my
like I would
age.
say you're like
Never.
35.
35. Well, that's close. That's close. Like only 6 years away. Well, actually 7, yeah. I always forget that I'm 42. I keep thinking I'm 41.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have just stayed at like, I think, when was the peak? I think the peak was just like, peak physical performance was maybe like 16.
No, peak physical performance is 35.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good to
Oh,
hear.
no, depends on if you're speaking sports. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking as somebody who's
Oh,
building
yeah, yeah.
muscle. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, when I was 16, oh man, I could do anything.
Okay, no, yeah, sorry. Because it takes years to build muscle, so you reach your peak because it takes years and years and years. So I think you reach your peak in your 30s. But yeah, you're thinking sports. You're thinking like soccer and football and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
By
okay.
the way, so guys, Armin's talked a bit about how his diet is and how his like, like going to the gym and all is. And I'm actually like I'm almost the same as you. Like almost the
Really?
same. Yeah, like I haven't drank soda since I was 14 because I like think it's bad for me. So I don't eat like most things because they're bad for me. And I do like all sorts of stuff to like keep myself healthy for longer. Like all sorts of stuff.
Okay. So Ali, let me tell you how far I go with
Oh yeah,
this.
let's
Okay, because
compare.
I
Let's
don't know.
compare.
No, because here's my challenge right now. Okay, and tell me if you're at this level. Okay, I am looking at all the nutritions I'm getting, and my difficulty in my life right now is that I can't add. I want to be able to add blueberries to my diet, but I can't because it goes over the calorie limit that I want. Right. And I'm trying to figure out exactly how much of what to cut to be able to include blueberries every day. That's the level of attention to detail when it comes to figuring out my health, um that I have, the level of detail that I go into, right?
Do you also eat kiwis?
So, well, no, because okay, so I every day I have eggplants, tomatoes, potatoes, um, chicken breast, sardines every single day, whey protein, chia seeds, my tea, um, my supplements, no oil in any of this, no sugar, my coffee with milk, and a lot of tea, a lot of tea. Oh, obviously, kimchi. Obviously, my kimchi. Kimchi is very important for gut bacteria. Okay, but if I my every single important nutrition that I need is covered, everything. Okay, at exactly the right amount of calories. The only thing that I need to add somehow to this is blueberries. Okay, the but kiwi, like, I don't need kiwi because I have everything that kiwi could get me from other places, right? Oh, also dark greens. I also include in my diet. I include dark greens always, every single day, right? But the only thing that is missing is blueberries, and I can't figure out how to add it in without losing from something else while maintaining the same calorie level. And I'm
If you want
trying
to get
to.
really extreme about it, you could cut out a lot of the vegetables and you can replace them with
No.
just blueberries and kiwis because they would give you all of your micronutrients.
I don't think I need my vegetables. I can't take out vegetables and add just fruits there. There's
And
so
then
many.
wait,
Now, Oh, I need my dark greens, and I also need my potatoes for not just potato. Oh, by the way, also another important detail: chicken breast without skin and potatoes with skin. The main part of potatoes is important to include the skin, right? I
Yeah,
don't think I would be able
fiber's
to.
hard to get. Yeah.
No, fiber is easy to. Oh, I forgot. I also have fiber powder. I add to my drinks as well.
Yeah.
So
I eat
yeah.
this. So for breakfast, I have 4 eggs, and with sometimes with avocado, and then for lunch, I'll have the chicken breast or like ground turkey or ground beef, with usually just like rice and then Brussels sprouts or zucchini or um,
I
yeah,
can't
that's
include.
about it
See, I
actually.
can't include rice because rice gives me because I get my carbs from potato because
Yeah, you get
rice
your
is
carbs from
too.
vegetables.
No, because rice is too poor in nutrition. If I'm getting carbs, it needs to come with a heavy dose of nutrition. So that's
I,
why I don't eat rice or bread. I get my carbs from potato.
yeah, I experimented and I just found that rice for me naturally just made me feel like better
So,
than the
mm.
vegetables did. So
so
I'd
it
alternate.
so Ali, it's interesting. Look at like the level of care I take to make sure that I put good things in my body, and then people see, you know, like the amount of muscles I put on, I get so triggered when they tell me, "Oh, are you on steroids or on gear or something?" I'm like, "Motherfucker, I don't even touch energy drinks because I think it's harmful. You think I inject myself with hormones? Like, yeah, okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So guys, caffeine, what it does for you, take it from a heart scientist. Caffeine is not good for your organs. But besides that, the way it works is that your brain has receptors, okay? So when you drink caffeine, your body is still sending tired signals to your brain, but the caffeine goes and plugs those receptors, doesn't let the tired signal from reaching your brain. So your body's still exhausted, you just can't register it, and you think everything's fine. That's how caffeine works. Do not, like, if you can, do not drink energy drinks. They are not good for your organs,
Oh, but
particularly
I
your
do
kidneys
drink
or heart.
coffee. But I do drink coffee because energy drinks, I don't drink it because the other stuff that it comes with energy drinks. But coffee has some health benefits. But I make sure I drink it far
It
away
does.
from when I'm sleeping. Yeah,
Hmm.
and
Yeah, if you drink it,
I also, yeah.
sorry, if you drink coffee about an hour and a half or 2 hours after you wake up and you've already had multiple glasses of water, you'll be totally fine. But coffee dehydrates you. So if you wake up and you drink coffee as your first drink, your kidneys are in for a world of hurt over a couple of
Mhm.
decades. You're gonna have some problems.
Okay. Wait, what was I gonna say? Um. Oh.
But also, you've been
Yeah.
training
Last
for like
point.
over a decade. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. So like it's been a very slow progress. If I was on gear, I would have been blowing. I would be just like a Hulk right now, right?
one
What the
summer.
fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah, one summer. Like if I took I documented my progress, and you could see it's very fucking slow, and I'm not that big, right? And people are like, "Oh, are you on gear?" Like, fuck you. Like, this is hard work.
yeah.
What are you talking about? Yeah.
So I'll end
I'm
this
tr-
with some advice. This is not my personal medical advice to any of you particularly, but this is general advice that you should all do. Every hour, get up and do 10 air squats because your glutes, like your thighs and your butt, are the largest muscles in your body. So they'll take all of the sugar in your blood, put it into the muscles. It gets in the way of diabetes, keeps your heart rate up every hour. It's good for you. The more you can walk a day, the better. Drink water as
yeah.
soon as you wake up. Try and have as much water as you possibly can. It will never hurt you. And that's actually about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do those
So
things.
I've already completely optimized my food intake, my walking, and also my weights. Optimize that as well. Weight training. The two areas that I'm not happy about is that I only take 5,000 steps a day, I wish I could take 10,000 steps a day, but I don't have the time to do 10,000 steps. And I also want to one day optimize my. I already sleep enough, but one day I want to optimize my sleep that I have the maximum score, like the best sleep, not just like good enough of, not just like 8 hours of sleep, but the perfect 8 hours of sleep. One day I'm going to optimize my sleep as well, but not now. I
That's
don't
so hard. So hard because most of us are built to sleep at like most of us are built to sleep at like 9 p.m. and get our like REM, like rapid eye movement sleep, which is when your brain is like
Mm,
recovering the most at around like 2 to 3 a.m. And that's when a lot of people are going to bed. So yeah.
mm.
Oh well.
Yeah. Javid is asking how important is sleep. Is one of the most
The
fucking important thing.
the most important.
So let me just tell you this: if the benefits of sleep could be put in a pill, people would be spending thousands of dollars to get that pill, and it's available to you every day for free, and people don't take it.
Yeah. Think about it this way.
Yeah.
Everything during the day, all of the gunk that's built up in your body, even in your spine, like any tiredness in your body anywhere, when you sleep, it's being physically washed out. You get rid of everything that's bad when you actually have good sleep, and it does the same thing to your brain. If you learn something, then sleep, you will remember it more. So don't pull all-nighters and take a test. Don't do that. You're hurting yourself. Let me close my window
Yeah.
because the
So
truck is coming.
let me answer some super chats. Nima is saying do jiu-jitsu and you'll forget about calories. We can never forget about calories. I mean, yeah, okay, but I do. Well, I mean, I don't have time to do jiu-jitsu, and I used to do martial arts, but then I did some research and I realized that getting a head in the head, getting punched in the head, kills neurons that you never get back. So I was like, well, fuck that. I thought I was being healthy by doing martial arts. I realized that is actually the guys. I know people will hate her hearing this. They people, some many people would not like hearing this, but weightlifting is actually the healthiest way to exercise. Weightlifting and walking. Okay,
Or
sports
swimming.
are actually yeah, yeah, actually, most sports are actually not that like that. They damage your bodies. You know, soccer, tennis, martial arts, they damage your body. The most controlled environment where you're building muscle without with the least of chances of injury, unless you're stupid and you're ego lifting, is in a gym with weightlifting.
Yes, not only does it build up your body physically, but if you guys have any sort of dementia or Alzheimer's that run in the family, you will drastically, multiple times, lower the chance that you will get Alzheimer's, dementia, or any sort of mental disease by weightlifting.
Yeah.
That is a fact. That is a proven fact.
I used to run, and then I realized like running is bad for like over a long period of over years and years and years. Running is actually bad for your joints. I know, like walking is actually better, and yeah,
Running
long
also
long
ages
walks.
you. Running also
Mm,
ages you. So if you look at professional soccer players, footballers, they look older than they actually are.
yeah.
Which, by the
So
way,
I'll
yes,
just
soccer has ended up in giving me the most amount of injuries in my life compared to anything else, like concussion, broken bones, like dislocated anything, like soccer. I broke my nose 3 times in soccer. Like no other nothing has come close to hurting me that much.
yeah. Okay, so we got another super chat. We're going from health to USSR. USSR was so bad that ordinary Russians would die for Putin to avoid communism. Do a show about Russians being illiberal militants, same as Nazis and Gaza. You know what? We might at some point we might. We as we expand our shows to more topics, we might talk about that as well. Thank you for bringing attention to that. Yeah. And then Philly, thank you for so much for the super chat saying, how do Iranians age so good? Iranian women are without doubt gorgeous, even when reaching somewhat higher numbers. There's somewhat higher numbers. Um,
Do we? I don't know. I don't know.
well, it really depends, though. Like I think a lot of so a lot of so there's three types. First of all, there are some who don't. Okay. Then there are the ones who do because they are taking care of their health. They age very well because they exercise, eat properly, and sleep properly, and drink a lot of water. And very importantly, don't spend a lot of time under the sun. Very important, right? Um, so if you're doing that, then you're naturally age well. But there's also a lot many people who make themselves look good with makeup and surgery and stuff like that, right? So three categories: people who don't actually age well, two people who age very well because they take care of their health, and people who don't age well but they make themselves look like they look good because of stuff like that image artificially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know why you know why men bald? Men bald, most men bald because of testosterone. The more testosterone you have, the faster you bald. Did you know that?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes. Yeah, the more testosterone you have, the more you make a trash hormone called DHT, dihydrotestosterone, that causes balding. So the more testosterone, the more DHT, means more balding. So a lot of Persian guys, they're balding in their like early 20s. Starts there. Then by like 30, it's like pretty apparent.
Hmm.
That's just why I actually stopped that.
Stop what?
So my testosterone is like, well, anyway, I take two things for my hair, like preventatively. So there's like the serum that you can rub in, and then there's a pill that you can take. So some people are taking this. So you can take finasteride, okay, which is like a tiny little pill. Then you can rub minoxidil into your scalp, and those
Oh.
pretty much guarantee that you will not go bald. They're the
Oh,
only two
okay.
things that are clinically proven to stop balding. Nothing else works. Microneedling, no. Rosemary oil, no. Massaging, no. Like these are the only two things.
I've never seen somebody in their 20s talk about balding, but that's pretty cool.
I don't, because like it starts, and then like
Okay.
years later, you're like, oh, it takes a
Ooh,
while
okay.
for you to notice it, and I never want to get there, like never getting there.
Okay. Well, I can see why you have good hair. Amy saying, why do you wear tighter shirts?
Why don't you wear?
What? Oh, why don't you wear? Okay, why don't you wear tighter shirts? I mean, I've been told that these don't fit me and they're too loose. Is it like I've been told that? Many people are pointing out to me that these are too loose, so I have to size them down. Is it do they not fit me? I have to look into this. I was so excited. I went shopping and I haven't been shopping for clothes for a very very long time, and then I went and got a whole bunch of different colors button shirts, and as soon as I'm wearing them, people are telling me like they're too big for you.
Looks
So I
fine to
have
me.
to go now. Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you, Amy, for the advice. And then we have Jewish Samantha saying, I need to drink 5 Monster energies a day. Okay, we need to spend more time with Samantha because we're not gonna have her for long. Like we're not
Yeah.
Samantha is not going to live as long as we would love her to be with us. So let's make sure that we enjoy every single second that we have her in this on earth. Okay? Because it's not gonna be long. Samantha, we love you and we will miss you. Okay. And then go to Lior saying, what's your resting heart rate? I actually don't know. Do you know?
Yeah, it's
I have
in
to look for
the
that.
low 60s. It's like 62, 63. She's asking that because the lower your resting heart rate, the more generally physically fit you are.
Oh, now, oh come, oh my god, now that's going to be a new challenge for me to try to get. Guys, I'm on my food hack, and then eventually I'm going to go with my sleep hack, and then it's going to be challenged the steps that I take in the day. Now this is going to be added to
Do you
my
also every 6
achievements.
months do you get a blood test, a full metabolic panel to check all your hormones and
Ye-
vitamins?
Well, I'm doing it. I want to do it every 6 months, but it ends up being longer. But yes, I checked everything to make sure that everything is good. And the doctor told me that he's the healthiest person that he has ever met. So that was pretty good. That was a pretty good compliment.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
good.
Okay. Okay. By the way, Samantha, I was joking. I hope you didn't get upset. Was that too
Oh,
much? Ooh. Okay. Okay.
I should show
And yeah.
real quick before we go to the next super chat. Guys, this is what the skies look like right now. Ooh,
Oh my God.
interesting.
Yeah.
To be
That's
fair, it has
interesting.
been like this for a couple days. So I can't stop. I can't stop hoping and wishing.
Or pain. Oh, okay. Samantha is not upset. Okay. That's good. Okay, we got cat lover saying Armin has reached longevity escape velocity already. You know, that's actually my goal. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. That's the whole point of it. The whole point. And okay, this comment, yours. What is this? Somebody is saying, "What is? What's your name? It's hard to read your name. I'm going to call you Bingo." Saying Armin is making eating too complicated. I actually have made it very simple because it's already prepared for me in the kitchen every single day, and it's only complicated when you measure everything and then you set it up. But once you set it up once, my eating is actually less complicated than other people because every day I know exactly what I'm about to eat and it's already pre-prepared in the kitchen in exactly the right portion, so I don't have to think about it. Other people think like, what am I going to have today? I don't have to think about that because it's already ready and it's already pre-prepared, and all I have to do is eat. So my food eating is actually simplified, right?
Yeah.
And oh, we got yeah. Yes, and we got a super chat from Guy. Look at that. Guy, thank you so much. Saying we should discuss health routines at some point. Resistance bands are greater than weights. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't think you could
Mm.
get much. I don't think you could get um progressive overload enough with resistant bands. I don't know.
Also
Same benefits,
stability.
less injury risk, like less injury risk for who? Like so unless you're trying to become like the Hulk, you're not going to get up to weights that you could cause injury risk. And also, if your progressive overload is in small portions, in small, jumps, only people who are ego lifting to get the attentions of some girl in the gym or something will be getting themselves injured. If you do small jumps in your weights until you are completely comfortable with the weight that you're doing, not adding anything to the weight, you should be fine with injuries, unless people who are trying to become really, really big and they're doing weights that are like not necessary for health. I reached a point where I'm like, I'm not trying to get any bigger than I am. Like, I'm not trying to turn into the Hulk, right? I do weights for the health benefits. I don't need to look that big. So the weights that I'm dealing with does not go high enough to be able to cause injury. And also, Sarah, thank you so much for the super chat. We could talk about it though. That would be an interesting topic. Sarah, thank you so much for the super chat saying, Ali, hope your channel is back up soon. Hey, can we check?
I
Is
checked
it a
right
time
now.
to
It's not back up.
fuck?
Yeah. Well,
All
oh
right.
man, they don't even tell you. They don't even tell you like how long until you can go live again. So, oh well.
But
It's
Sarah,
been
thank you
24
so much
hours.
for 24 hours. Okay, but we need to make a video.
Yeah.
We need to make a video and we need to make it go viral. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any other updates before we?
Yeah, there's just two
Oh, you do?
things. Yeah. So we have more billboards, guys.
Oh,
They
billboards
took
finally.
down the last 5 billboards, and
Oh, they
instead
have.
they put up new 5 billboards talking about
No
how
way.
martyrs will grow, legends will grow, life sacrificers, eternal. Yeah. So they're basically encouraging you to die. And the best part, guys, is that you can see in the billboards there are hands of infants.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, can you
Yeah,
zoom
let me
in?
try.
No, that's
Okay.
not how you zoom in. Right click, and say copy image URL and paste it in another in your browser,
Copy.
and
Oh,
then
you mean the
share that
address right here?
yeah, the image address, copy it
Okay.
in the browser, and then share that page instead. And then now you can zoom in. There we go. Okay. Shahidan taksir mishavan. So we're gonna have more martyrs. Wait, is that all they all say? The second one is saying the same. Oh, osturaha taksir mishavan. So he's saying we're going to the martyrs will spread wide. Like we're gonna have more. We're gonna have way more martyrs. Osturaha taksir mishavan. Legends. There will be. We will have so much more legends. Oh, be Iran jan bede. Okay, so he's saying martyrs will be taksir mishavan. What's the best translation for that? Hold on, let me give me a second. Let's actually get this right. Taksir mishavand. Taksir mishavand. Taksir mishavand. Oh my, no, that's not a good translation at all. Stupid Google Translate. So let's just say that martyrs will be high in number. Give your life to Iran. Legends will be high in number. Give your life to Iran. John Fadaha, like again, John Fadaha is Murad Vaisi's term, will be high in number. Give your
Oh,
life to Iran. Mothers will be high in number. Give your life to Iran. See, this is because of the low population growth rate that they're trying to advertise that. What are they trying to? What's the point that they're trying to make here? What is
why
this for?
why is there like different adult hands touching babies' hands?
Oh, I get it. Oh my god. I saw this yesterday on the news on regime newspaper. They are now in the middle of a war. They're now starting a campaign to try to get you to have more babies. Okay? So they're saying we need more martyrs. We need more legends. So basically keep producing martyrs and legends, like
Oh,
basically like make soldiers basically, right? So they're saying make us more soldiers to go die, to become martyr and legends. That's what they're saying. Yeah,
how
see Omi
wonderful.
saying, oh, that makes sense. poor, poor Omi, like, oh my god, this is such a. Yeah, so basically it's telling mothers and fathers to get to work and produce babies because we need more martyrs. That's what they're saying. They need more soldiers for war.
Great. Great.
Yeah, exactly. Feed your babies to the state. That's exactly what this is. This message is. Oh, Guy gave us a super chat saying, "You're lucky. I'm too tired to argue the point right now, but soon but soon. Progressive overload is very doable with bands. You can go heavy with that risk. But they're so uncool. It's so lame. Okay? They're not manly. You want to be lifting, you want to be pumping iron, okay? You want to be lifting some heavy shit. You want to, like, who could, what man, what man would look forward to go to the gym to pull some colorful strings? Like you want to go to the gym and pick up some heavy shit? You want to be pumping iron? You want to be like, that is you. All right, that's what I that's what you look forward to. Okay, you want to go to the gym to feel like a man. These colorful things that you're playing with, like, they're too girly. What, I don't want to do that.
We have one more. Okay, wait. Couple points.
Oh.
So my appeal for my YouTube channel was rejected at 4:41 p.m. It is now 4:21 p.m.
Okay.
So 20 minutes. We'll find out if the 24-hour period was when the appeal was rejected. And okay, so I don't know how many of you are in the US, but there is actually a United States Iranian descent. I think is she a senator or a congressman? Fariba, Congresswoman Yasamin Ansari. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but I'm pretty sure that's the congresswoman in Arizona. Okay. She is of Iranian descent. Her mother is born in Iran. And you would think that that would make her on the side of the Iranian people, given that she's living in she's born and raised in the US and she's a congresswoman. Okay. But that is not the case. That is not the case at all. So I could only find this on Instagram. And so I'm going to have you guys listen to this. This is what the mother of the congresswoman was saying. Let's refresh this and have it play.
دموکراته در دیستریکتی دموکرات انتخاب شده که 60%شون دموکرات هسپانیکن و چه کسایی باید برن برای آمریکا بجنگن؟ همین بدبخت گداگبوریای هیسپانیک و بدبخت آمریکایی که توی دیستریکتش زندگی میکنن باید برن بجنگن. دختر من در آمریکا به دنیا آمده. دختر من ایرانی نیست، ایرانی تباره. قرار نیست کاری برای رژیم چنج ایران انجام بده.
All right.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that her political career is pretty much over after this. It's especially on the Iranian side. But
oh my god.
So her mom didn't actually just target Iranians with this. She called Hispanics and white people trash and riffraff who should go fight and die for their country. And that her daughter, despite being a congresswoman and being of Iranian descent, should do nothing to bring about regime change in Iran.
Wow. This is going to go when did this came out? This is going to go viral. This is going to go viral among Iranians.
Oh no, this was 4 weeks ago actually. Wow. I guess it blew up today because I saw it today and so did a lot of other people, but yeah, she's done. That's it. It's over. Game over. And she deserves it, guys. Don't think that she didn't deserve it because she's actually been saying these things, maybe not this extreme, but she's been against the Iranian people for the past few months. She's been voting against them.
Yeah. We get one Iranian woman in office and it ends up being the wrong one. Oh my god. So unlucky.
Disgusting.
You would think like, oh my god, guys, imagine getting an Iranian woman in office and it would be against the regime for Pahlavi. This would be so helpful. Look what happened.
Yeah.
The opposite happened.
regarding the Strait of Hormuz, we have a situation. So this happened a couple days ago, okay? So guys, look at this map. In this map, if you look at the blue area, that's the actual Strait of Hormuz. The red area is the area which the IRGC is now claiming that they want to have. So they're claiming the new Strait of Hormuz is actually the entire red area, which is 10 times bigger than the original Strait of Hormuz.
These fuckers.
I'm not sure if they're going to get it.
I wonder. Good luck with that. Yeah, exactly. I'm saying good luck. Oh, we got another super chat. Guy is saying, home, no need for gym, time saver, plus easy to carry. Well, I mean, I have a gym in my I made a gym in my home, so I have weights and everything, so I don't have to. For me, I lift weights and it's available at home. So I have the benefit that you have with your colorful strings when it comes to convenience, but also the the superior feeling of feeling like a man lifting heavy things. I think as men we have been designed to carry heavy things, and when we don't carry heavy things we feel unfulfilled. Like sometimes I feel like our bodies are meant to do, we're supposed to be in a battlefield somewhere, or like in a mine or something, I don't know, or in the or chopping wood, I don't know, doing something. So that's why the gym feels like a natural place to be, because we're doing what our bodies were designed to do.
I'm gonna check the Truth Social real quick, see if there's anything new.
Oh, by the way, guys, an interesting study shows that birds are more afraid of human women than human men. Okay. And it's interesting because the scientists think that's because throughout history, the 300,000 years of humans on Earth, men were hunting bigger animals and women were hunting the birds. So over all of these years, the birds learned to fear human women more than human men. So it's interesting. So you see, like women were part of, women were doing hunting as well, but they were hunting birds to bring to the cave or the tribe or whatever.
Someone asked what my channel was. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. We're actually about to find out in a few minutes here if I can go live.
Oh. Here, let me remove this. This is Ali's channel. So
right,
guys,
I just put the link in the chat as well.
Okay, the link is in the chat. Let's subscribe to Ali. So hopefully when his channel can stream again.
Oh, if I do get to 1,000, I can actually apply for the creator partnership thing, and then I can actually
Then you would have
chat.
custom.
Yeah, then I can actually talk to people from YouTube, because right now I can't at all. There's nothing. I can't. There's nothing. I just have to take it.
Yeah. Wait. Somebody's saying I can't subscribe anymore. Yes, you can. What do you mean you can't? His channel is still there.
Maybe they already used all their accounts.
Okay. Oh, you subscribe with all their channels. Okay. Yeah. Pray for Ali. Pray for Ali's channel. It's so sad because we were getting to 1,000. We were so close to 1,000, and then this happens to your channel.
Yeah. Man.
Oh.
If you need to go, you can go, and then I can just wait until the timer's done.
What timer?
So in apparently, what is it, 11 minutes, because the strike was rejected, or the appeal was rejected yesterday at 4:41, which is 11 minutes from now. So maybe that's when the 24-hour timer.
No, no, I want to be. Yeah, no. Let's stay. Let's 11 minutes, guys. In 11 minutes, we'll see if Ali's channel can stream again.
It's so messed up because they said you didn't get a warning, you didn't get a strike, and you should be able to live stream. And I'm like, okay. Then I go and click on the live stream button, and it's like, you cannot live stream. So I search it up. I try to get into contact. I go on X. They're like, do you want to talk to us? Go on X. Talk to YouTube support on X. I do it. I get an AI message. I'm like, I send them like 5 replies after that. No response. Search on YouTube, guidelines, Reddit, nothing. I'm like, what do people do?
It's so disgusting how they treat YouTubers.
Oh, here's what I wanted to say. Okay, so for any of you who have a YouTube channel or are going to make one in the future, I went and researched a lot of this for hours last night about why the AI might have flagged me or whatever may have happened. And I learned that here's what's going to happen. A lot of niches in YouTube, okay, like the areas of interest they want, like politics, Mr. Beast videos, gaming videos, whatever, right? All of these could potentially be replaced by AI in the future. So AI can get good enough to the point where you can't differentiate between like animation YouTubers or like story YouTubers, gaming YouTubers, whatever, right? And so what YouTube did was they came up with these rules. They were like, okay, AI is going to get really good. So we either have to keep updating our rules like all the time to keep up with AI, or we can just make new rules once. And what they decided to do was, going forward, and this will ramp up more and more as time goes on, if you make a YouTube account and you are making fictional content that is not like documentary of real life, you will eventually be flagged and your account will get nuked. So if you're making like faceless AI videos, you're going to get nuked sometime in the future. It's just going to happen. But like, for example, Armin and I are safe because we're documenting real life events. We're talking about real life stuff. But yeah, if you're making a gaming channel or anything like that, I would highly suggest you keep up with these guidelines, because they're basically saying that because they won't be able to differentiate in the future between AI and real people who are making videos, they're just going to nuke everything. That is what they're saying.
I'm pretty sure they could use AI to figure out who's AI and who's not AI.
Yeah, so until they get to that point, they're just nuking it.
Yeah.
They're making it so that all these people are going to get demonetized. And then
I don't know if they would do that. That would kill a lot of. I don't know. Who says they're going to do that?
They actually started doing it apparently over the past few months. Like a lot of the faceless AI videos, all those accounts just got nuked, demonetized, deleted. And it's the start. So I don't know how far it'll go, but
I think this is just an over adjustment, and they're not gonna. The only reason why it's overdoing it is because they haven't figured out exactly how to differentiate. But once they figure out how to differentiate, it will stop misfiring.
yeah.
So wait, Javid, people are pointing out Keir Starmer have made a new post. About what he calls a new deal with the Gulf, and I think he means the Persian Gulf. Here, Keir Starmer just posted this. When was this? Okay, it was a few hours ago. Make sure. Yep. They're saying we've just secured a historic trade deal with the Gulf, meaning the Persian Gulf. This is a huge win for British business and for working people who will feel the benefits in the years ahead. We've secured 5 major trade deals with international partners, delivering on our commitment to drive economic growth, create jobs, and strengthen our economy. What is this? Oh, who is he meeting with here? Our new trade deal with the Gulf, the Persian Gulf. Who is this? I can't see you. Remove your hijab. British business and working people. This is our 5th major trade deal, driving growth, jobs, and boosting the UK economy. I don't know which country. Who is this with? Anyways, so yeah, I don't know what this is about. I have to look into it. I saw you asking me that. It's probably a Kiri deal. All deals by Keir Starmer are Kiri deals. Yeah, go on.
Something really interesting that happened. So 2 minutes ago, Saeed Ghassanejad, someone who's really close to Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, tweeted something very short but very, very important.
Oh, what is it? Share.
China's seaborne crude oil, so just shipments of crude oil imports, fell by 4 million barrels per day in April compared to February, dropping from 7.9 million barrels to 3.9. That's huge.
That's huge. So to give people context, the Islamic Republic, even though it can't get oil out of the Persian Gulf, they already had, before this war started, a lot of oil on the seas just floating around, right? For people to be able, and even that was still being bought, especially by China. So that's what Saeed Qasem is talking about. So even though the Islamic Republic doesn't have revenue from selling oil from the Strait of Hormuz, the oil that they already had floating around was selling. So this means the drop of revenue for them. Right?
That's almost 50%.
Is that your understanding?
Yeah, that's almost 50% less oil. But that was in April, by the way. We're 20 days into May. And the Islamic Republic has exported 0 barrels of crude oil in May. So this is the result, guys. This is the result of the blockade on China. They almost have a 50% reduction of oil.
You know that the problem is that the major hit from the, even though the regime is getting really damaged from the blockade on the, Iranian ports in the Persian Gulf, the main hit from the blockade is going to come in a few months, not right now. And that means that if you really want to see results from the blockade, the American blockade on the Iranian ports, we have to wait a few, like 2 or 3 months, which is a very long time.
Why Armin's saying that is because the last ships from the Middle East have either arrived right now or are about to arrive in the next couple weeks. That's it. There's nothing else coming.
Yeah. And also, a lot of the internal budgets that they have for running different things will run at that point run dry.
Oh my God, why didn't we look at this timer from the beginning? The timer for the ships that are already left the Middle East to arrive. Because that's when the real crisis starts.
Say that again. Explain that again.
So you know how ships take they take a month or 2 months to traverse the world to get to where they need to go, depending on how far it is. We should have looked at how long the last oil ships or cargo ships take to reach from the Persian Gulf to the United States. And we should have put a timer from when the last ships arrive, because that's when the US will start actually hurting. So far, they haven't been hurting.
Oh, that's interesting. That's a good point. That's a good way of
So
looking
that's
at
the
it.
real, that's the economic timer that Trump has.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, then something has to happen. It has to happen soon. The strait has to be opened one way or another. We've already reduced China's oil by, like, at this point, more than 50%, because that was April data. 20 days into May, we know that the Islamic Republic has not exported a single barrel of oil through a ship. So China is getting destroyed by this, which is why it makes sense that they wanted the strait open. That's what they told President Trump. Yeah, this tweet is more important than a lot of things going on, actually, in my opinion.
Um,
What would be the counter
we're
to
getting
this?
the counter. What do you to what?
The counter to
What
the
type of a
argument
thing?
being that, like, okay, now that the last ships have arrived and that China's already sufficiently hurt enough that they have to buy US oil, which they already made that deal. So is Trump going to risk hurting the US economy to a certain extent, or is he going to try to avoid the damage altogether? That's the question.
Wait, can you damage the if we go longer in this and China is buying oil from United States? How isn't that like what are you talking about when it comes to damage the U.S. economy? Can you explain that? Like, isn't that good for the U.S. economy?
Yeah, so they had Texas and Alaska. They just gave them orders to start producing more oil.
Oil,
Until
okay.
that production arrives, is packaged and shipped to China, we don't really get the money for that. So we hurt in that period. So is Trump willing to take that hurt, or is he going to open the strait before that so we don't have that gap? Because already
I mean, the
China's already
markets.
hurt.
Yeah, but I think the markets are forward looking, and they like a temporary drop in revenue will already be managed if people know revenue is going to come in the nearby future. Like, the market is very resilient, as long as if they could adjust for things. If they know that the future revenue is coming, they figure things out. So I think the US will be fine. The US's economy is a lot more resilient than people understand. Let me see how the stock market is doing. And guys, again, I know the stock market will have a huge adjustment at some point, but it's still so impressive that in the middle of a war, we're at record highs. What is Brent crude right now?
So then, Armin, this is the real leverage on China.
Oh my God! Wait, am I seeing this right?
What
Am I
is it, like 110 or
No,
what is it?
I haven't been checking Brent for a while. Have you seen Brent? This can't be the right number. Guys, can you tell me? Can you check what Brent is at right now and write it in the chat, because I don't want to share this before I figure out am I seeing the wrong numbers?
105?
Wait, what are you? That's not what I'm seeing. What are you guys seeing in the chat? Why am I seeing a different number than Ali?
According to Yahoo Finance, Brent crude is right now at 105.
No, I'm seeing 88.
88.
Oh,
okay,
look at this. Look at Leo is saying 88 and Omid is saying your number. What the fuck is happening? Yeah, 88. Here, let me share my screen.
Oh, okay. So the futures is 105.
Oh yeah, forget that. The current price. Oh my God, guys, look at this. Why are people not giving? It dropped. How did it drop so fast? This is so impressive. Look at this. It dropped. Not only we're under 100, we're under 90. Like, okay, people are confirming, because I was like, is this real? We
Yeah,
dropped this much?
look at that large drop at the very, very end. That's where we're at right now.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a huge drop. This is a huge failure by the regime. Like, we were supposed to hit $200 per barrel. We're at 88. How did that happen? So Amy is saying, I wish I understood this stuff. Here, I'll make it easy, Amy. Okay. So the regime putting a blockade on the Strait of Hormuz, they were hoping that that would cause oil prices to go up, really up, and they were optimistic that it would get to 200. And recently we went to above 100, but never even close to 200. And not only that, now we're saying that it dropped to 88. So that means the regime's attempt to hurt the global economy is failing. Okay? So let me know if that was that good? Was that easy to, yeah? Okay. Was that understandable? Was that a good explanation? Yes? Okay, good. This is so good. Oh, wait, hold on. We got a super chat. Arian just gave us a super chat saying, you know, oh, you know what? I like to celebrate my birthday by giving you this gift. Happy birthday,
Happy
Arian.
birthday.
Happy birthday. Oh my God. Thank you. Any deal with the IRGC is like leaving your dog with a hungry tiger, hoping it behaves. Okay. I didn't expect that analogy, but yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, don't okay. So I like your analogy, but there's only one problem with your analogy. Okay, tigers are fucking awesome, and the Islamic Republic isn't. Okay, so that's the only issue. Okay, but other than that, good analogy, and thank you and happy birthday.
Okay, well, I looked at
guys. Oh
Sorry.
yeah, go ahead. No, I just wanted to tell our people in the chat to say happy birthday to Arian. But yeah, go ahead.
Tavalod. Something I've kept an eye on this whole time is the U.S. Treasury bond yields, and right now they're the highest they've been. And pretty much, a lot of people think that whenever they do get too high, Trump likes to lower them. So he'll come out with some piece of news like the Strait of Hormuz is about to open or we're about to negotiate. And yeah, it's really high right now, but then the price of oil took a dip. So that's strange. So for those of you who don't know what that means, so the United States Treasury has something called a bond, and you can buy it for like $1,000, and you can choose how long you want to like give them that money for. Okay, so you give the U.S. government $1,000, and in like a year they'll give you like 5% on top of your money, so you get like $1,050 back. Okay. Now this is not good. It's not good if that percentage is high. Like 5%, that's high. You don't want that if you're someone who likes to borrow money to invest in the stock market. It's bad. But if you're someone who just likes to save money and you want to be safe and don't put your money in the stock market, that's good.
I mean, you could just simplify it by saying the cost of borrowing money by the United States is increasing. Just like that. And Trump likes to bring it lower. Yeah?
Yeah. Someone said nobody's listening. Something seems to be happening on the streets of Iran. 2C's X account. Okay. Let's see. Let us see.
You know, you check on Vahid online. Vahid online like really verifies things. If you guys want to see the best, if you guys ever want to check like in real time if something big is happening inside Iran. Wait, Wahid Online hasn't been active for a while.
Yeah, he's on Telegram. I follow his Telegram channel.
Oh, okay. What is he saying on Telegram?
Just the regular stuff that we've been saying.
Okay. Yeah, check him on Telegram.
Yeah, there's nothing going on right now. Tusi's just reporting. He's like retweeting or posting clips of his stream. Sorry.
Oh, this is
Dang.
Oh my god. I'm seeing something from Wahid Online. What is this?
What? On Twitter?
Oh my god, look at this. This is the Islamic Republic is importing Shias from Africa.
Oh, yeah.
More Shias from Africa. And they speak Persian.
Oh, I can go live.
You can?
I can go live. Okay, let me try.
Oh my god. Wait. Let me try. Let me add this stream. Hold on. Don't try. Wait. Can I try with this stream, Ali?
Yeah, try it. Okay, so every time I would click on go live, it would give me a screen which said this feature has been disabled for you. So it doesn't give me that anymore.
Wait.
So let's see.
Wait, I'm now supposed to be live on your channel. Check if I'm live.
Come on.
Yes, we are live.
Yay.
This is live on your channel.
Wow, they slapped me with a 24-hour ban because their AI picked up. That's great.
Guys, we're live on Ali's channel. Okay, good. It's working. Fantastic.
Okay, so now we know. After 24 hours.
Now we know. Also, this shows that this is just a glitch. Because, like, if this was a coordinated attack against you, like, what the fuck does 24 hours of not live streaming, do? Like, obviously, this is just a glitch.
All right, President Trump, you can start now. You can start the attacks.
Yes,
we're ready.
Let's go. Boom booms. Now Ali is ready. Ali's channel is ready. Guys, I put the link to Ali's channel in the chat. Go subscribe there. Let's get him to 1,000.
Yes, so I can finally have customer support or whatever it is.
Yes. Oh, Sarah helps you. It was Sarah that brought your channel back.
Oh.
It's because
did that help or hurt?
Apparently it helped. Sarah saying it's because I pray to Allah. Well, thank you, Allah. This is the first time ever on this channel with that we're officially thanking Allah. Thank you, Allah. Praise. No, this is actually not the first time. We have been ever since President Trump said praise be to Allah. We have been praising Allah all the time. True. So we're bringing praise. Yeah, praise be to Allah, guys. Praise be to Allah. Thank you, Sarah, for helping us out. Bruh. That's what we're saying, bruh. Bruh. Love that response. Yeah.
Do you want to know the schedule of President Trump tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. So 8 a.m. The president will have 2 hours of executive time, no press. 10 a.m. Oh, this is a little unusual. Intelligence briefing, also closed press. Then he will have press an hour later at 11 a.m. This is all Eastern. He'll have an announcement with the administrator of the environmental protection. Okay, whatever. He'll have lunch. Ambassador credentialing ceremony. Okay. 3:30. 3:30 is the important time, okay? 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. The president signs an executive order, closed press. I think that's what we're looking for. That might be what we're looking for. Could be.
Well, we're ready now. We have Ali's channel back for live streaming. That means we're ready to go to war.
Yes.
And Ali could be streaming it as much as he wants, covering everything that he finds on his channel.
Yes.
So, guys, make sure you subscribe because Ali is probably going to go live a lot more than the live that we have here together. He's going to do his own live streaming as well. So, yeah.
Is Ali related to Armin? Cousin? Yes. Next question.
Yes. I sure. Why
No, we're
not?
not cousins, guys.
Yes. He's actually my son.
26, 40,
No.
42, 26.
Yeah.
They should have been, yeah, 16. Not bad.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, okay. It's my
Isn't that
last
funny to
son.
think about? Like, it's so,
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'd rather be in my position than your position, I think.
Why?
Because I'm feeling like if someone was like, oh yeah, I could be your son, I'd be like, yeah, I don't know.
You're calling me old. I see. Okay, I get it. Okay. Okay.
No, I'm kidding. What I do
Wait,
think,
Javid
though,
has a serious question. This is actually a serious question. Javid is saying, Armin, why do you look like a devil when laughing? Well, because I'm the Antichrist. I was born on December 25th, right? So. Do I though?
wait, so what does he look like when he's not laughing?
I don't know. All right, what were you going to say? I interrupted you.
Oh, I was going to say, what I do think, though, is that I smell hot oil, beef, and potatoes and onions. It smells like kotlet is about to be made.
Oh my god! I was like,
Yeah.
"What the hell? Where are we getting?" Okay. I'm like, "What? Are you having a stroke or something?"
I almost had
Okay,
one when I was 23, actually.
What? Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. So fun fact. When I was like almost 20, I was like 22. I had heart surgery, and then I ended up becoming a heart scientist / expert on that specific heart condition and surgery, it was completely by chance, no
Yeah.
relation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you okay now?
Yeah. After the surgery,
Okay,
like,
good.
yeah, totally good. They were like super surprised. They were like, yeah, usually it takes you like a month and a half to recover, and then 10 days afterwards, I was like back in the gym, like slightly doing some like light stuff. And the surgeon was like, I checked in after a month, and the surgeon was like, you're insane. Like you're insane. You're actually crazy. I was like, I felt fine. Okay, so great. Today's a great day. Yeah. We find out that China's getting screwed on the oil front. We find out what Kotlet looks like. The president could sign an executive order tomorrow. I get my channel back. Yeah.
We're ready for a cutlet party.
I like it when it's really crispy.
I haven't had one for years.
Do you have? Oh, why? Oh, because of the oil.
No, but I eat like a favorite what?
Persian dish.
Yes. Well, if I'm going outside, my favorite Persian dish is everything that my mom made, and I never get to have that ever again. So
yeah, you're right.
And one thing that makes me avoid eating Persian food, even though I want to, is that every time I eat Persian food, it reminds me of my mom. And I always feel like it's not the same without it being her cooking. Right. And I think I realized a few years ago that that's why I avoid Persian food, is because
It's
I
just not
just
as
think
good.
like it's, yeah.
Thanks for reminding me.
But
Oh
I love
man.
Zerish Polo. I love Zerish Polo,
Oh,
and yes, I love Kelle Pache.
what? Really?
And oh yeah, are you kidding me? You don't?
No. Wait, in
Oh,
which form? Like when it's all mashed up in a bowl, or like the actual head?
in any form.
Really? I don't
Yeah.
know. It ruins my appetite looking at it.
Oh no, I get hungry looking at it. Yeah, but my favorite is Mirza Qasemi as well. I don't know. How do you have?
What is that? That's like eggplant?
Oof, this this Mirza Qasemi.
Yeah. I think it's like eggplant, tomatoes, some other stuff.
I think people here would not like calapache if I show them what it looks like,
No.
right?
I
We
think you
shouldn't.
should
We
show them,
shouldn't.
because if you like that dish, I want people to know what you like.
You
Can
want?
you show them?
Okay, but no, I'll show it in a way that is. No, I think I shouldn't show them. They're gonna get
Okay,
scared.
okay.
You guys are gonna don't show. You see, Iranians are telling me not to show. They're gonna think we're barbarians. Please
Oh
don't.
man.
I know why you want me not to show, because you're thinking that, oh no, these non-Iranians are gonna think we Iranians are barbarians. That's why you don't want me to show. But it's so fucking good. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you think it looks like. I just fucking love it, and I'm not gonna apologize for it. It's fucking
To
good.
each their own.
Yeah. Melissa is saying, please show. What should I show or no?
Maybe you
I
guys
could
should
find a.
search it up.
Maybe I could show a version of it that is not that bad, like a more cooked version of it, like
You know,
a sliced. Oh
you know,
yeah.
I actually might be going to the United Nations again.
Oh my god, so tired of that guy. Here, okay, I'm gonna show. Okay, is this really that bad? You guys don't like it?
That's. I don't know if that's being shown in good faith.
Okay, maybe if I tell people what they're looking at, then they're gonna hate us. Okay, so that over there is sheep feet. That is sheep brain. That is the tongue, right? I think that's the tongue.
Yeah, I think so.
That's the tongue.
I think
That's
the
the
jaw.
feet. That's the brain. I know the jaw is mixed here. So this is probably the jaw is mixed here. And you guys, yeah, that's kelle pache.
Yeah,
And
I'll type how it's spelled.
And it's so tasty. It's not scraps, okay? Sheep scraps. It's actually the best parts. It's actually the best parts, and you guys are missing out.
Mine is probably like kalbag, but the chicken version of it. It's like grilled chicken. I'm a slave to my health. I realize it.
Yeah.
But other than that, lubia poda. I really like lubia poda.
Lubia polo, okay. فسنجون، قرمه سبزی، زرش پلو با مرغ.
I'm allergic to nuts. I can't have fisenjun.
Oh, okay.
So guys, I'm allergic to nuts, like all nuts. And nuts, like pistachios, almonds, walnuts, hazelnuts, all of them are on every single Iranian dessert. All of them. And so it's the perfect excuse for me. I'll just be like, oh, no, I can't. I have allergies. And then they'll start being like, well, okay, we'll find some without. And I'll be like, no, 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 it's okay. It's okay. No, please. So, report. Arabchi has received an invitation from China because they are the president of the Security Council at the moment. And so he will go to New York City to participate in a meeting on the defense of the principles of the United Nations. Whether he has accepted the invitation is unclear, but he has received it.
Wait, I got an update from Wahid Online from Iran.
Ooh.
This is what I wanted to show you guys. But then Ali, we got excited because Ali got his channel back. So look at this. This is inside Iran. And they're speaking Persian. They're not Iranian. They're from Africa. And they speak Persian, but she's asking them which country you're from.
از کدوم کشوری؟ عمان، سنگال، کنیا، بورکینا فاسو، ساحل عاج، بورکینا فاسو، نیجریه، تانزانیا، کنگو، مالی.
See, they're giving the name of the countries they're from to show how many Shias from Africa are coming into Iran. So the regime is trying to do demographic engineering by importing Shias from other countries, right? So look at the name of the countries that they're from again.
از کدوم کشوری؟ عمان، سنگال، کنیا، بورکینا فاسو، ساحل عاج، بورکینا فاسو، نیجریه، تانزانیا، کنگو، مالی. نیجریه. جمله به دشمنان جمهوری اسلامی. من وطن فروش نیستم. جدید ما را نمی.
What the hell? She's saying, tell us something against the enemies of the Islamic Republic. And she says, I'm not Vatan Furush. This is not your Vatan. She's like, I'm not somebody who betrays my country, like Iran. Like, well, Iran is not your country. You're from somewhere else. What the hell are you talking about? What?
Get out, Tectones, get out.
Oh my God, don't highlight that. Why do you highlight that? What are you doing? Get out. What? Is she speaking in Persian? But I think her accent is... Okay, her Persian is not that good.
جمله به دشمنان جمهوری اسلامی. من وطن فروش نیستم. جدید ما را نمی‌ترساند با ایستادن با توفان نمی‌افتاد. کشور را همراه با خودشان به خواهند.
Was it?
Oh, so
did she say Vatan and Tofang Naoftad?
I have no idea. Her Persian was so bad. This other lady is saying that they're going to take their dreams of destroying their country to their graves. Okay, they keep like trying to be tough against the enemies of the Islamic Republic. Different messages. So saying, long live the Islamic Republic. Oh my God.
ما فرزندان حیدریم. ما ایمانمون
Wait,
از جا کنده. شما که عددی نیست. صدای ما صدای
These are not Iranians and they're speaking Persian. This shows, you know what this shows? That means that the Islamic Republic has spent years in Africa to teach these people Persian, to then bring them from Africa to Iran. None of these people are Iranian, and they're not from a place that Persian is a common language. So this is a years in a planning. This shows decades of investment by the Islamic Republic to replace the non-religious Iranian population with Shias from other places, and they go to Africa and Pakistan because it's cheap, because it's easy to buy them, it's easy to spend money on them and get them to leave their lives in Africa and come and make Iran more Shia. Let me just finish this for a
عدالت
second.
است. ما تا آخر کنار ولایت میمانیم. ما فرزندان قدیم، ما نقل نشناس نیستیم، فرزندان قدیم هستیم. قلب ما سنگر ولایت است. پرچم جمهوری اسلامی همیشه بالاست. ما فرزندان رهبر هستیم. از قدیم تا ظهور یک عهد باقی است.
What the hell? None of these are Iranians and they speaking Persian. This is
Wait,
crazy.
can you go to like
on.
30 seconds? Yeah, like right there should be fine. Can you play it? I want to hear that one girl say something.
ما اماممون کسیه که در خیبر رو از جا کنده. شما که
Okay, no wait, it was like 20 seconds then. Sorry.
But that part was important as well because that was she's saying our imam is the person who broke the door of Khaybar, and Khaybar was basically the place where the Jews were, with Muhammad and Ali went and killed them or defeated them. Right? Ali was the person who broke the door of Khaybar where the Jews were hiding with his bare hands. Right? So hold on, why is this not moving? Here, 20. Here.
I think so.
معامله شدنی نیست. راه مقاومت ادامه دارد. من وطن فروش نیستم. زنده با جمهوری اسلامی. معلم بنویسید ایران تنها بماند. ما فرزندان حیدری.
ما فرزندان. Did she say ما فرزندان کبیریم with an accent?
Let me see.
ما فرزندان حیدری.
ما فرزندان حیدریم. We are the children of
the girl right before the Haydar one.
ما فرزندان قدیریم is basically one of the yeah.
Man, yeah, guys, when I lived in Iran, I had a classmate who was Kenyan, like born and raised in Kenya, who was studying there at the same time I was. And a lot of the times when we would come and go from the airport, we would see like there's a line for like returning citizens, and there's a line for foreign like citizens. Okay. And the foreign citizens was like 90% African and then like 10% like Russian or Chinese. That's all I remember every time.
Guys, just to be clear, we're not against these people for being African, okay? We're against the regime taking advantage of the poverty within these countries to spend money and bring people here, make them, first of all, this is like a multi-layer plan. You go to the poorest places on earth so that you could get the most bang for your buck. You find a poor group of people, you make them Shia, and then you make them the Shias who are loyal to the Velayat al-Faqih version of Ethna Ashari Shia Islam. And then you develop a population there that are growing with this Shia ideology. And then you bring them to Iran to replace the population of Iranians who are not religious. And you do demographic engineering using them, taking advantage of their poverty, right? So this is the evil of the Islamic Republic that we're highlighting here. Like when these people have been taken advantage of.
Yeah, and then they'll come out and say that they're diverse, that they accept everyone.
We got another super chat from Sarah. Sarah saying, "Oh, Armin, I lost my mom to cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry. Before she died, I learned to cook her dishes like her. That's what we should have done. We are 3 sons. None of us learned to cook like her, and I feel really bad because we're never going to taste that again. I'm sure your mom would like you to eat and enjoy food you once enjoyed. Yadesh kon and enjoy." Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's not the same. It doesn't taste the same. We should have done what you did to learn exactly her ingredients. Like it will never be the same as hers, But that's what we should have done. We could have, we should have. I mean, the thing is that she got cancer at 50. Okay. And between the time that we learned that she had cancer and when she died was 2 months. and we were like not ready as a family at all. Like we were just a happy family going like everything was fantastic. We have a mom and your dad, and between the time and all of a sudden your mom has cancer and 2 months later you don't have a mom. Like there was like so. But if I had more years with her, I would have been like I think I would have learned her cooking. I would have tried to learn her cooking. Yeah. And thank you. I'm sorry. And thank you for your kindness.
Yeah, thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, and Sketch is saying, "Mom, use ingredients like love, hard to get." Yes, they don't sell that in the store. True, it's true. Yes, yeah. Um, yes, thank you, Sarah. No, thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Okay, so we got your channel back. So we're good. We're good. We could end the stream now, and we
Yeah.
could now back to regular scheduling now with going live with Ali from tomorrow. Right.
Yes. Sweet.
Sweet.
What a stream.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Roller coaster. Okay, guys, we're gonna head out. This was very enjoyable. We enjoyed hanging out with you guys. You guys, this is the most engagement that we have in a stream, right? So my first stream in a day, I am reviewing like Piers Morgan bull crap, so I need to pay attention to that. The second stream is Iran Revolution Live. We have to like constantly make sure that we gathered all the news and we're reporting on the news, right? The third stream I have is with our discussion community, which we should like bring on the that, and I need to make sure that I'm paying attention to our discussion group. But the fourth stream is me and Ali just mostly talking to you guys and engaging with you and responding to your questions. So it's the most interactive with the audience, right? Speaking of the discussion group, you guys should join our discussion group because it is the best discussion group that has ever been and ever will be. So the link is in the chat. The link is in the description. The link is in the bio. The link is also available by scanning that QR code. I'm giving you 4 different ways to get to this discussion group so you have no fucking excuse. Come and join this discussion group. It's free to join. It's free to participate in this community page here with all the other people who are interested in politics and liberty and are anti-Islam. They're anti, communism, anti-wokeism, right-leaning wokeism as well, like Nick Fuentes type right-leaning stuff. All the shit ideas in the world that are anti-liberty, we are against it, and this is the best discussion community to talk about it. And then if you come to the calendar, so other than the main community page where it's free to have conversations, it's also the calendar page. You could find the group calls that we have that are free to join. The fire emoji ones are the ones that are open to all. So you can see if it's my picture, I'm hosting it. If it's Ali's picture, Ali is hosting it. And then the premium and the VIP discussion group calls. Oh, my dog is here. Are the ones that are smaller in number. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me. My dog is knocking the door. Hold on.
I highly recommend these groups because, so as you just said, every 3 days there's the free discussion, so you guys can try it out. You don't even have to talk; you can just join and listen in, which is actually what I did in the beginning. I was like, who are these people? And I just joined, camera off, mic off, just listening in and seeing what's going on. And then I got more comfortable and I started talking and saying my ideas. So it's really nice. It's really nice. You get to have like direct conversations and ask all the questions that you want to ask. So yeah.
Hold on. I'm petting my dog because she doesn't like to be picked up right away. You first have to pet her a little bit before you pick her up, or she's going to be like, I came here for petting, not for being picked up. So at first I reward her with petting, and then once she gets some satisfaction, then I lift her up a little bit, okay? I don't I know exactly what she looks. And then Poochie is here too. Poochie. Okay. So this is Nala. And then Poochie, you come here, baby. And this one is Poochie. Hey,
They're both so cute.
Yeah. They both love to give me kisses. Okay, now they're looking at the door. When they look at the door, they're like, okay, we're done. We got enough petting. We want out now. So they knock on the door. They come in. They get their dose of petting. And then once they get that, they stand by the door and they look at the door and they look at me. They look at the door and they look at me. They're like, okay, that's good. Open the door. We're out now. So that's how they talk to me. Yeah. Yeah.
Hapu.
Okay.
Ah, man.
All right. So we're good. We're good. We could go now. All right, guys. Don't forget to like the screen, like the stream, subscribe, hit the bell notification, leave a comment, and all of that. And yeah, we're good. So yeah, what was that? I forgot. Hold on. Let
You're
me
gonna say the new one?
Yes, but I forgot how to say it. I wrote it down.
Slava Ukrainia.
Oh. Yeah, no, Ukraine.
Ukrainia.
Yeah, okay, guys. So we're adding
Ukrainia.
yes. Ukraine. Okay, so we're adding a new line. Let us know if this works out well. Okay, if we're doing this right. Okay, so I'm Israel Chai, Slovak Ukraine,
Slava Ukrainia.
Slovak Ukraine. Long live America.
Long live America.
Javicha.
Javicha.
Payanda
Payanda.
Iran. See you guys same time tomorrow.